doesn't matter what the enemy is coming with. Don't allow him to stop you. Don't let him slow you down. It has already been written that you will be the head and not the tail. Above and never beneath. The victor and not the victim. Rich and not poor. Be healed, not sick. Shake the heavyweight from off you this afternoon. Put on back those shoes, buckle them up and run again. May I come in? May I come in? Oh, weary heart, oh, weary heart, oppressed with sin. May I come in? May I come in? You are a sovereign God. Lord, we lift you up. You are a sovereign God. You keep me safe. Now I'm still here. You are a sovereign God. Yes, you are a sovereign God. Oh my God, I know you're feeling wonderful this afternoon, but listen, we have to bring the curtain down on this segment of the program. But do have yourself a wonderful rest of the afternoon, a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you on a Monday coming. Can I say we'll do it all over again? Same place, same time. Sovereign God! Sovereign God! We just want to thank you for making your mega radio station the station of your choice. And at this time, as I take myself out of the way and make way for Spot On with Vernon Darby, then Petra K will close us out with Father O. Rock to this one, no man. Rock your God body. Miracle worker. You are a miracle worker. See, I had an issue with love, and when she touched the road, he never see it no longer.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega.
BML Auto Limited, your auto parts store of choice. Your satisfaction is our priority. We sell everything auto except the gas. Visit our stores, 114C Hagley Park Road, Kingston, 24 Caledonia Road, Bandeville, 16 Main Street, Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. Contact us at 876-618-2781. The time by BML Auto is 1 p.m.
Blessings. Have you been blessed by the Real Talk Show with Bishop Manning? Well, you can listen to the Real Talk Show Mondays to Fridays, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on the Omega Radio app. Just go to your app store and look for Omega Radio, or listen live on the Omega Church Broadcasting Network website. That's www.omegachurchradio.com. You can also watch on Facebook at Omega Church. On YouTube, you can watch the live church service at Omega Church or Omega Radio. You can also call us at 876-319-1148 or 876-613-9129. The toll-free number is 877-494-0253. That was a paid advertisement by Omega Radio.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and the number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, greetings and salutations. It's Friday, the 7th, final day of the week. The name is Orville.
Yeah, the name is Christopher Zidane Mathis. Good afternoon to you and good afternoon to the listeners.
Yes, sir. Let me tell the listeners, we should be starting with 2 sponsored interviews coming up in a minute now. So bear with us as we do what we are obligated to do, but that will be in a few minutes from now.
Yeah, the game last night. Disappointing performance all round, especially with the starters, the substitute. And I heard somebody this morning, and it seems as if that person was listening to me because they said I wasn't at the game. So maybe them just listen to me and just know anything I say I saw it. But anyways, the performance was lethargic and lacking quality. Tyreek McGee struggled. I remember asking you because I didn't see the VAR game and you said he didn't look great. He didn't look great last night either.
No.
Looks as if he has not played competitive football for quite some time. And when he was on the ball, we kept giving away the ball. And Joshua Anglin as well was missing in action. The only midfielder that was visibly doing something in the game was Sola McCallan. He was the defensive mid. Mm-hmm. So obviously we lack creativity. But then come second half, there were some changes. And the former Mount Pleasant player who is now at Montague United.
Mario Phillips.
Yeah. His energy and business passing made a massive difference. And also Chanel Thomas, formerly of Cavalier. His movement up front now, he was putting himself about far more than Warner Brown and that started the game. Mm-hmm. So the Reggae Boys then was now a different outfit when those changes were made. And also, the player that I was most impressed with, not that he necessarily was the best player in terms of impact, but because of his age and what he was doing, is Christopher Ainsworth, who came on as a left back.
How old is he?
19 years old, I'm understanding. And he has played 102 games for Cavaliers senior team already. Boy, technically sound, defend very well, very composed on the ball. And he can pick a pass, overlap and can square some balls. Because he's who's the one who launched back the ball downfield that eventually Sola Makala latched on to when the ball was headed down to get that goal to give us the victory. So I was very, very impressed with him. And I understand that he's doing exceptionally well this season in the Premier League as well.
Who on the team you feel that if they could get a second look from the coach, who would that be?
Christopher Ainsworth.
The same left back?
Yeah, because I think Sola Makala, maybe that defensive mid position, I don't think he can be able to handle it at the international level. And he's pretty long in the tooth now, maybe. But Christopher Ainsworth looks as if in 2 years' time, he could be the Reggae Boy starting left back.
Well,
so if you're bringing him from now and give him a few real competitive games, who know him look really good.
Let me ask you something. The little number 6 from Cavalier, where did get called on the team? Why name? The judge is cool.
Oh, he wasn't. I didn't see him, you know.
The ex-judge is.
I don't think he was called either.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah, that's a good question.
What's name again?
Is your baller son? So you remember the centre half who used to play for Portmore United.
Oh,
is your bridge in that?
Oh,
so
God. Adrian Reed.
Yeah, so Adrian Reed Jr.
Reed is sorry for forget your son.
Yeah, so Adrian Reed Jr. Yes.
How him just drop off of the radar? So?
Yeah, good question.
A year ago or so, he was part of the squad when everybody was here.
Yeah, man. And the buzz was about him as a young talent.
Now everybody, we have pick all Jamaica squad and Adrian Reed can't get a
very good question. Yeah, that's a very good question.
I don't know what slipped me.
Yeah, what has happened to Adrian Reed?
All right, so that's a question. Like I said, we have 2 live interviews. We're trying to work out the logistics that was now. Cricket, Agwan. By the way, before we even get to the cricket, LeBron James continues to break records.
You know something, LeBron James and something.
LeBron James is the youngest man ever to score 40 points in a game.
Yes.
Did it at almost 90.
Yes.
LeBron James is now the oldest man to score 40 points in a game.
Yes, indeed.
Guess who recording, bro?
Michael Jordan.
Best game LeBron ever played since him that Cavaliers.
Since him the
Lakers. You don't agree?
Why? When somebody said this is the best game LeBron James, it's hard to argue because he's always so good. So if a man pick anyone,
me not see the game still, you know.
Oh, you never see the game?
But that's the best game I think. Based on clipping.
He was brilliant. Boy, he was brilliant. But you know, Orville, you know, me always think it close between Michael Jordan and LeBron. You know, me once change my mind.
Answer is a
but when I say LeBron James have 2 careers that put him in the top 10 of all time. Orville, it's 22 years, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at his first 11 years, he won 4 MVP in those years, 2 finals MVP. How much record? First man to do this, first man to do that. Lots of those records. NBA first team, LeBron James' first 11 years puts him among the 10 greatest NBA players of all time.
Yeah.
LeBron James, next 11 years, also by itself now put him in the great. Then how the man have 2 top 10 all-time great careers in one, my boss. That man must be the GOAT.
You didn't get the sarcasm while I got today.
Yeah, man, I got it, man.
So I didn't see the game.
No, man, I got it, man.
But I think of the best game LeBron ever played for the Lakers.
No, man, make me hear you, man.
Based on highlights and what people said. But we're coming to. But how this fit slip me? 2 things. Jamaica play now. So the Leewards make our score and lead by 15. You know. So we make 320. They made 335. So them gone with first innings points. And then with second innings now, we are 95 for 4, a lead of 80. So that game here, Leewards can still come squeeze we people. John Campbell is there shouldering on. He could be the difference as to whether we can get him a decent second innings total or not. He's on 45. Brad Barnes is yet to score. Remember, Brad scored a polished little 60 in the first innings. So let us see. I'll give you a constant updates on that. But here's another cricket match that I have an interest in as well.
Yeah.
You know the match that the Australians were supposed to have fundamentally selected the pacers, where them just select their spin. Well, in that game, Sri Lanka made 257. Australia gone 330 for 3. Our brother named Stephen Peter Devereaux Smith. 120 not out in a people. A few months ago when he was struggling, I hear how him average will come down to 43. And if Brian still go better than him, or him still go better than Brian, the man has now scored 4 centuries in his last 8 innings. I'm 100 them in the first innings, in the first test. Him 100 them now. And him did make 2 against India. Where are all the people who was saying where was Steve Smith? He has now scored more test centuries than Brian Lara, by the way, because this now was the tiebreaker. And him still have some ways to go. I notice people keeping quiet about it. Never heard a peep about it from nobody. Not seeing no post about it. If Steve Smith had continued to fail, others would still be talking about it. But the man is proving what I've always known, that based on the brother and him technique and him hunger for runs, me not see nobody better than him in the modern era. Uno all that. Next century, that 4 centuries, last 8 or 9 test innings. And him average heading back towards 60. Me don't have. All right, so can we just take some calls until the interviews line up? Yeah, make we go to the lines. We are waiting on 2 sponsored interviews, but that will be in the making. So we go to the phone straight away. Right? Astar. All right. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mount Salem.
Mount Salem, Wago.
Yes, before I get to that test match with him. Hold on. Yeah, hear me clear?
Yeah, man, we are.
Yeah, so I get a little feedback. Yeah. Yeah, but before we get to that test match between Australia and Sri Lanka, Mr. Higgins,
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. I was listening to you and Baggio yesterday,
Yeah.
and I really want you to tell me where is the lie that Baggio told.
Baggio's lie is that his argument from day one was wanting he didn't think West Indian spinners would get us back to the top, and that it was the only argument he had. That's not true.
Only argument.
Yes. He said his argument was
No.
don't pick spinners because they won't get us to the top.
If you say Baggio Bramble, I can understand. But to come out and say the man lie, me not see the lie until I'm going to tell you why.
I'm telling you the lie.
Well,
he said that was his only argument.
You tell me the lie first.
He said all he was saying was that our spinners will not take us back to the top, so we're not to pick them. That is not what all he was saying. He was genuinely saying the spinner them not good, none at all. Them not going to succeed at no international cricket. He's misleading.
But hold on, I'm going to ask you a question, Mr. Higgins.
Yes.
If you Orville Higgins, Euclid, Orville Higgins, say, okay, you know what? Me not think the fast bowler them in the Caribbean not good. From day one, yeah, I said the fast bowler them not good, right?
Yes.
isn't that directly saying that you think a spinners are going to get us to the top?
No, maybe nothing can get us to the top.
No,
Bridget.
no, hold on.
Yeah,
No, hold on.
When I was
I'm talking about, remember, you know, a two components.
No, I'm on sale. No, I'm on sale. No, Monselem, no. Hold on, I'm on sale, man. If I say the current, hold on, I'm on sale, man. If I say the current striker for Arsenal, no good.
The man gonna strike.
All right, let me say. If I say the current, what? Hold on, let me give me a chance. No, but hold on, man. Hold on, man. All right, hold. All right, since you're running, I'm gonna still use the cricket. If the man say, hold on, man.
Listen,
Why? If the man say the current fast bowlers are not good, it doesn't mean he's saying spinners will take us to the top. That's two completely different things. He's just talking about the current fast bowler. If Orville Higgins, for example, say, Lord,
if a man think the fast bowler, they're not good. What to the top?
The current ones are not good. So better.
No.
Listen and learn them, Monselem. Listen and learn them, Monselem. Why you don't want me to talk?
No, I'm not.
Listen and Monselem, listen.
I'm not prepared for this.
Why don't you listen, Monselem? Listen, let me help you, my boss.
I'm not prepared for this.
If I come out and say the current, listen, you're not listening. You're still talking. If I come out and say the current seamers for the West Indies are not good, it doesn't mean I'm saying spinners will take us back to the top. I could very well mean if we get better seamers than the ones we have now, we will get back to the top. Do you understand that, my boss?
Hold on. That's what I'm saying to you. That I don't know the man that cost his spinner them, you know.
When he was, what argument?
So even if him not say that, all right. So go on. But even if him not say that, if him never say that, if him come out a year or two after and say, a fast bowling, go and get us back to the top, not spinners. What the lie the man tell?
But that was not the argument.
But me I tell you what the argument was, and you're going like you know here. Let me ask you, what argument?
Listen to the show too.
What argument did Baggio and
just calling and listen to the show, you know.
So let me ask for the third time.
And me remember the time with Nikita Miller and
what was his argument when me talk about Cornwall and Nikita? What was his argument at the time? I asked him 4 times yesterday.
But listen, all right, let me go with the Cornwall now.
Yeah.
When I was talking about Cornwall weight.
All right, give me the Nikita Miller argument. What was he saying? What was he saying when I said Nikita Miller should have been given more games? What was his argument?
What me remember with the Nikita argument was between Nikita Miller and Michael Holding.
No, big man. Nice try. Nice try.
Two different arguments.
Let me tell you what happened.
Two different arguments, man.
Let me tell you my argument with Nikita Miller. Hold on. My argument with Nikita Miller never started at Michael. That is the impression that Badger wants to get.
That was a side argument. You know?
My argument was that Nikita Miller should have played more game for the West Indies and that the West Indies selectors treated him badly over the years. Yeah. That was the argument for months. People like Badger felt that he never special because the spinner, the batsman in the region never great at spin. And then it came.
That me I try to straight from man, him I beat them. But
yes,
with the Nikita Miller thing, me know say you and him made argue about who you don't pick for Jamaica.
But what was it? Different but here's what I say. When he was beating the spinners in the region, did he and I have an argument about spinners taking us back to the top of world cricket?
No.
So what were we arguing?
No.
What was he saying about West Indian spinners, my boss? I wasn't arguing about nobody taking us back to the top of world cricket.
Exactly.
So he and I could not be having an argument about taking us back to world cricket. Mount Salem, when the argument is put to me.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you, Mr. Higgins.
No, more you listen to that
argument never happened on the show now.
Hold on.
When they taking us back to the top, identity never happened.
No, this thing about
identity that never happened.
This thing, me I tell you, this argument about we needed an identity to take us back to the top.
That never happened.
That man was arguing
never happened on this program.
all.
That never came on this program.
If a man come and say we needed quality fast bowlers to take us back to the top.
I'm going to tell you how the identity thing coming back.
Me and him never argue about no identity because to take us to no top.
January 2020. No.
The identity thing starts from when I think Brazil must lose some, me know for World Cup.
Me I talk about me and
lose.
Baggio were never ever in no discussion about taking us back to the top. Because when people ask what will take us back to the top, I said passion.
If you and Baggio never, hold on now. If you and Baggio never have an argument about taking us back to the top, then why are you saying the man lying?
Because he's saying that is the argument that we used to have. We didn't.
Yeah, so you're naive, man. Say, let me about your trick.
Man, I mean,
you're naive, man.
He is telling the world that is the discussion.
Badger at one point Badger at one point said,
no such thing.
Don't play no other spinner them. Play the batsman Rasta and Chase because them can't bat. Them can't go.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, you know.
So if you're saying play Rasta and Chase and not the spinner, you're not really the spinner them and the spinner them flat.
Hold on. If Mr. Higgins about your Bramble, and I have a
no, here is the lie.
Me too thinking, man, Bramble.
But me I tell you the lie. But me tell you the lie.
No, man, me not think that.
Well, here is the lie. Him said the argument that he was having with me is spinners and whether to take West Indies to top.
Not true.
Has to top.
Not true.
And him never have no discussion
not
about
on this
what
program.
will take
that
us
argument
to
never came on this program.
Because what take us to the top is passion. So me and him never have that argument. And he's telling a lie that was what me and him used to argue about. Not true. Good. We'll take a break. We'll do some sponsored interviews when we come back.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
Blessings. Have you been blessed by the Real Talk Show with Bishop Manning? Well, you can listen to the Real Talk Show Mondays to Fridays, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on the Omega Radio app. Just go to your app store and look for Omega Radio or listen live on the Omega Church Broadcasting Network website. That's www.omegachurchradio.com. You can also watch on Facebook at Omega Church. On YouTube, you can watch the live church service at Omega Church or Omega Radio. You can also call us at 876-319-1148 or 876-613-9129. The toll-free number is 877-494-0253. That was a paid advertisement by Omega Radio.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so welcome back. And we are telling you about that one of those sponsored interviews that we must do. Now, this Sunday is the NFL, the Super Bowl, the final.
Eagles versus the Chiefs.
Yes, indeed. And it is already creating a vibe in the marketplace. People want to know if the Kansas City Chiefs can do the unprecedented and win 3 straight. And then we would hear from Garvey for the next 10 years talking about the greatness of Patrick Mahomes. But there will be NFL, what do they call him? The watch party?
Yes, indeed.
And I understand that will be tracks and records. Now, JustBet is heavily involved with that watch party. And we understand that we have
Kajay Rowe,
Miss Kajay Rowe, who is the marketing manager for JustBet, to talk to us about their involvement with that watch party down there at Tracks and Records. She joins us right now. Hi, Miss Rowe, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
All right, I'm not too bad. Zidane and Orville in the studio. Just tell us what will happen on Sunday and what's JustBet's role in the entire event.
Okay, once it has to do with sports, then we can count on JustBet to be there. We will be offering live betting inside Tracks and Records. We're also giving away some free gaming credits. You can get some free bets once you sign up for our mobile app at supremegames.com.
Lift your voice a bit, Miss Rowe. Lift your voice.
Yes.
You're not hearing me?
Better now. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So I say, once it is sports, then JustBet is actively involved because we offer the most betting options on almost every sport you can think of. So Super Bowl Sunday, we could not be there. So we're going to be having live terminals set up inside Tracks and Records and some other locations across the country where you can go in and you can make your bets live on the game as the game is being played. We're also going to be giving out to our special customers in Tracks and Records. If they don't want to get up, they can bet from their phones. So once they sign up, they get $500 free gaming credits. And they sign up at supremegames.com. Once they sign up, they get $500 free gaming credits. And if they already have a Just Bet mobile account, the first 100 persons will get some even more free gaming credits. You get $200 gaming credits. We'll also have some bucket deals in collaboration with Red Stripe. So you buy a bucket deal and you get a free bet with your bucket deal. They just bring it over to the cashier. Make a bet on who you think is going to win. You can bet on who is going to win. Is there going to be a touch at the next touchdown? Are we going to go in overtime? We even have a bet option. What color Gatorade do you think is going to get poured on the winning coach? That's the one.
Yeah, well, that was going to be my first question for you, because somebody might say it's one game. Why should I go to sit and bet? And so you can tell us about the many options in that one game, where some of the many options where somebody could place a bet on.
Sure. So it's one game enough, but you know how long that one game can last.
Yes.
And with the live betting options, you can bet as the game is going on. So you can bet on what is going to happen next. You can bet on who is going to win, right? You know, I hear you say a while ago, we know that we're hoping that Chiefs are going to get their third straight title. So you can bet on Chiefs to win. If you're not so confident about that one and you don't really know how the sports play, you can bet on, like I said a while ago, what color Gatorade is the winning coach? Is going to report on the winning coach. Right now, if you make a bet on that right now, if you put $2,000 on that bet to say it's going to be blue, you can win $14,000.
Yeah,
interesting.
Right?
They wanted to break down something. Break down something for our listeners. Who are the current favorites going into the Super Bowl on Sunday?
For me, Chiefs.
No. From the booking standpoint, who are the favorites?
The betting odds.
The betting odds.
I don't have the betting odds in front of me to tell you everybody right now,
Yeah.
but you can see it on supremegames.com. You don't have to sign up to see it. Just go to supremegames.com, click on Just Bet and Sports Betting, and you will see all of the betting options. They have over 1,000 options available. So you can bet on almost anything that you can think of.
I was about to ask you that. So I walk into Tracks and Records on Sunday afternoon.
Yes.
And there's a litany of things I can bet on. To know what I can bet on, just go on that website.
You go to Supreme Game. We're going to have some printouts to make it easier.
Okay,
and
that is what
money
my
you
next
can
question
win.
Right.
Yeah, man. You get some printouts to make it much easier, so you can see if you make a bet of say $1,000, how much money you can win if that option actually plays out.
Yeah.
Right? You can even bet on the coin toss. You can bet on how long the national anthem is going to be. You can bet on, are you going to see Taylor Swift on screen because you know her boyfriend is going to be playing. Like, you can bet on all of these different options, over 1,000 options that you can bet on.
And your winnings is payable at the same time.
Yep. If you win, so if you bet online at supremegames.com, the winnings is added to your account instantly. If you bet at Tracks and Records, you just bring your winning tickets over to the cashier and you can cash out instantly.
You know, so I feel like I go down at Tracks and Records and make a money.
Of course, you must come down to Tracks and Records. Make sure you're a part of the first 100 to get a little extra something.
Yeah, because you can't make money sitting in your house watching it, right?
You cannot make money sitting in your house watching your house.
Yeah.
You don't like the crowd. And you like to see, you set up your nice little watch party at home. You can go to supremegames.com
Yes.
and bet. Once you have a debit or credit card, you can top up the account as much as you want.
Yeah.
Throughout the day, and you can make the bets as you go. And then when you win from Supreme Games, you just send the money to whichever bank account in Jamaica you feel like. So whether it's Scotia, NCB, anybody, just transfer the money to your bank account and there you go. You can win without leaving your house.
Final question from me. What's the lowest you can bet? And what's the highest?
$10 is the lowest you can put on it.
$10 Jamaican dollars?
$10 Jamaican dollars. But you know, so if you want to win big money, you have to bet big money. Right?
No, I never know that you could bet with $10 on anything.
Yeah, man. The minimum bet the minimum you can place on a bet is $10 Jamaican dollars.
All right.
And the maximum I think you can have on one ticket is 500,000.
All right. I give you 30 seconds or a minute to say your final words. The listeners are tuned in.
what I want to say to the listeners is just come down and vibe with us at Tracks and Records on Sunday. They can come from as early as 4 o'clock. We'll be having giveaways straight up until game time. We'll have halftime giveaways. And if you're not into the crowd and you prefer to stay at home, just go to surprisegames.com and sign up. You get $500 gaming credit as soon as your account is verified. And you can make all of the bets that you want and win all the money that you can possibly win too.
All right, Miss Kajero, thank you very much. And you might just very well see me on Sunday. At Tracks and Records.
I'm looking forward to see you, Orville.
All right.
I'll come and find you.
You'll come and find. All right.
Yes.
All right. So that's Miss Kajero, marketing manager for Just Bet. Sounds like a nice little place to be.
Indeed.
We'll be talking to some people directly from Tracks and Records
a little later
in the show for hear what kind of vibes they will have as they entertain not just the KLS Omega crew, but indeed the entire football loving public in Jamaica. Jamaica now 105 for 5. John Campbell out for 40. The lead is now 90 in the second innings. Boy, the Leewards look like them have an advantage going in.
All right. So let me also remind Monsil in case he's listening.
Yeah.
Because he should be listening. Also, I know you have always said that, listen, when the conditions are spin friendly, these spinners, they can do damage. So pick them, give them the opportunity just like you give the pace bowlers. And because all of them are really good enough. But once the conditions suit them, they can do damage. And Badger disagreed with that.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Badger is telling people that he never had a problem sending spinners to spin.
That's not true.
That is another lie. Badger and Mr. Man never ever was saying pick some spinners in spin friendly conditions.
That was never his argument.
Their argument was always our spinner, them not good, and we mustn't think about playing them.
The only reason why them look good, which is true still, is
because we can.
Yes.
So all of a sudden we have proved, and it's not just this game. Rakim Cornwall has won matches for the West Indies in spin friendly conditions. Gudakesh Moti has won matches for West Indies in spin friendly conditions. And now we say Warwick and Moti and Sinclair combining to win matches in spin friendly conditions. When Badger was dismissing the spinners, Iman Unonuhu, they never ever was saying pick spinners when conditions suit them. They were dismissing them entirely, and now they are lying that is not what they were doing. Good, sir.
If you are prepared to pick a batsman to bowl spin for you, now dismiss your front line spinner. Badger said that,
Yes.
Play Rasta and Chase.
Don't pick no specialist spinner.
Use Rasta.
So now the specialist spinner them prove so them can win matches. Egg pan him face and back off.
You were always saying pick one spinner.
Lie,
no, that is not
good, sir. So Mount Salem, I hope you get. We're coming back after the break.
The national budget is everybody's business because it impacts every Jamaican. The time brought to you by the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service is
1:30. The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission, JADCO, needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jm. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Aston Villa's manager Unai Emery says he's faced with a huge challenge to revive Marcus Rashford's career, but is ready to exploit his potential. The forward joined on loan for the rest of the season from Manchester United on Sunday with a £40 million option to buy. Rashford, who was not played since December, has been criticized by United manager Ruben Amorim, with the Portuguese saying he could not get him to see his way of thinking. And that's your Sports Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, The sports people, Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosridge.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosridge, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal! Fosridge Financing.
Well, we lose another wicket now. Says 105 for 6 now. Odin Smith does get liquid. Guess who? Raheem Khan. Gone 3 for 40. We go back on line.
Oh, the
other interview.
Okay, indeed. Oh, wonderful, Oster Hoyt.
All right, so now we should be talking to somebody from Tracks and Records.
Tony and Lati.
Yes.
She's the marketing consultant for Tracks and Records.
Hi, Miss Tony and Lati.
Hi, how are you?
Well,
we're doing okay.
Better to hear from you. A bright spark on the program.
Excited to hear from me.
Yes, indeed. And I'm sure the listeners, because this is a program generally with male-dominated voices.
Yes.
So it's always nice to hear
breath of fresh air
from the field of sex. Tell us what will happen at Tracks and Records this Sunday afternoon.
So this Sunday at Tracks and Records, it's all about our Super Bowl watch party. So I know you gentlemen must be excited to see who is going to take home the Super Bowl number 59. This year we have the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll be cheering for the Eagles, but if you are cheering for any team at all, then you need to be at Tracks and Records on Sunday with us to celebrate and enjoy the vibe.
From what time what time the game starts? Usually about
6:30. They are about 6:30.
So the game starts at 6:30, but the doors will be open at 5:30 p.m. So you can get inside Tracks and Records, get your drinks, get your food, get your red stripe bucket deal, place your bet with Just Bet, and just enjoy the game.
What's the capacity for Tracks and Records?
Well, Tracks and Records is never really full. So if you want to come down and bring all your family with you, you can do that. And if we don't have the space, then we'll make space for you.
Tracks and Records is somewhere that I've been quite a lot, so I'm quite familiar with the food and things. My favorite, for example, is the curried mutton. People don't try it. It's nice, fair, and affordable price. But for people who don't know what Tracks and Records has to offer, food-wise and beverage-wise, remind them for me.
So this Sunday, you want to go ahead and make full use of our red stripe bucket deals. You can get 6 beers, that's our boss bucket, for just $1,950. That's less than $2,000. And we also have our double up, which is 2 beers at $800 each. That's at $800 for 2. So that's less than $1,000 for 2 beers. If you want to come down by yourself or with somebody and just enjoy the game. We also have on our menu our super specials, which is our famous UVTR wings. So you can get 12 pieces of wings for $2,300. That's our Wings Galore platter. Or you can get 24 pieces of wings if you're walking with friends, family, and Kumbolo for $4,440. And that's our super bucket. Of course, you know, we have amazing flavors. We have our crispy fried, honey mustard. We have jerk barbecue, jerk honey, jerk buffalo, sweet heat. And because of the partnership with Red Stripe this Sunday, we also have our Red Stripe barbecue flavored wings. On top of that, you have access to the entire Tracks and Record menu, our famous curry mutton, like you said.
Yes.
So just come down, make it a date. Don't be late at all. Come in, fill up the seats, and let's have a good time watching the Super Bowl.
All right. I know that after the Super Bowl, wherever the Super Bowl is kept every year, there's always like a vibe after the game. Will there be a little... Well, there's always music at Tracks and Records, and I suspect Sunday won't be in it.
It's not a little vibe, it's a big vibe. It's going to be a big vibe at Tracks and Records before and after the game. So if you want to come in at 5:30 and stay with us until 11 o'clock, we're open and we're here for you. We also have live betting facilitated by Just Bet, so you want to be in the space and just make the most of the game experience.
Well, it sounds good to me. Good food at a reasonable price, drinks, watching the Super Bowl. Enough people will be there. Looks like the place to be on Sunday, starting at 5:30 to me. Indeed.
You don't want to be anywhere else on Sunday, believe me.
All right. That sounds great. Anything that you want to add before we run?
Well, Let us know in the Tracks and Records comments. Follow us at UBTR on Instagram and let us know what teams you will be cheering for. I'm with the Eagles, so let us know if you're with the Chiefs or if you're on my side.
Why are you going with the Eagles, by the way? I'm curious.
I don't look good in red.
I doubt it. I think you look good in any color, but that can be discussed at another time. All right, we leave it there. We'll leave it there, Miss Tony and Lati, and look out for us this Sunday after.
So I'll see you gentlemen on Sunday.
I definitely go and pass through. If not for the Super Bowl, then for that curried mutton.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for talking with us.
All right,
so that's Tony and Lati, marketing consultant for Tracks and Records.
Yeah, sounds like Sunday will be great fun at Tracks and Records.
Yeah, man. Usually them Super Bowl watch party have a buzz about it. You see people who not know what a gathering. You have them kind of Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
They will turn out to events like this, but you won't see them anywhere else.
Yeah.
So it's something to look forward. All right, so now we can resume with the callers 676-6968, 676-6968, and I suspect you can also get us at 613-9129. 613-9129. We're going live.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? Dangerous King 5, y'all good?
Yes, sir.
Dangerous in 5.
Hey, Orville, Zidane, you're cool, eh?
Yeah, man.
So, Orville.
Yeah.
Looked across the oceans and recognized that Steve Smith has been scoring some runs.
Yeah, man, a big but.
You noticed the same thing as well?
Yes.
But I thought you told me that I'm not supposed to take Steve Smith seriously now because he's well past it and he's on the downward slope, and that's why he was scoring as well as he was. Wasn't that what you told me?
Do I? I'm not going to do this today. Today or Friday. I'm not getting at them looking for petty argument.
No.
But what me tell you,
so you don't want to get to
Steve Smith is in my mind the number one batsman of this generation, arguably among the best of all time. I mean, know him have a little slump, but me know him have a come out.
Just to make sure we are not, just to make sure that me and you are on the same.
Yeah.
We do consider quality of opposition when we're talking about greatness, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, cool. Okay. So, do you think it's fair for us to look at how he performed against fair quality and what he performs against, or how he performs against poor quality?
Over his career, he has performed against
okay.
everybody.
Well, we just saw him just recently in a bowling lineup that had one high quality bowler when they were playing India, and he didn't perform well there.
What is his record against India?
He averaged in the low 30s in that series. Isn't that true?
My argument about Steve Smith never started last year.
That's what I asked you. When he came up against an attack with one quality bowler, he averaged in the low 40s in the low 30s in that series recently against India. Isn't that true?
What is also true is that he has done very well.
Yes, I know. Let's answer yes. Harvard, if you answer yes, means you have to go cut off your hand. Just answer yes, I know.
What is true is that Steve Smith over his career has demonstrated that he can do very well against all type of attacks in all situations.
That's not true. That's not true. He has piled up. I'm going to repeat. He piled up against weaker attack. When Steve Smith came to the fore, he went to India and scored runs against an attack with people averaging 50-something. In this attack that you have that against Sri Lanka right now, I have the bowling averages of these bowlers who are bowling to him right now. Career bowling numbers: 36, 56, 42, 30, 32, and 37.
What is his?
None of these are any bowlers of any quality.
What is Steve Smith's average again?
I'm going to repeat them. Zidane, so you can understand. These are the bowlers bowling to Steve Smith right now down in Sri Lanka. Career bowling numbers: 36.
Other batsmen play against these bowlers.
Hey, Orville, take it like a man. 56,
42,
31, 32, and 37.
Steve Smith, what is Steve Smith's test
There
average?
is no quality bowler on this lineup.
What is Steve Smith's average in his career now? About 57 or so?
Man, when you come and you present these stats to us, admit to us that this is a low quality bowling line bowling against him.
All right. So Steve,
don't you think you should share that for us to be fair?
What Steve Smith's career average is 57. Why aren't the rest of batsmen in the world averaging 57 against these?
I don't know about the rest of batsmen in the world. I know about Lara.
But if he's...
Me know that when Lara
also Lara, you got
people was averaging high 20s even.
All right.
He was averaging in the 70s.
What is Steve Smith's average against all of the teams that are in the world? What is it? Who is a strong team?
Come on.
Who is a strong team in the world?
It is undeniable.
All right, do it.
Undeniable.
It is undeniable. Argue the team. I will give his average against all teams.
Move on to something else. But it is undeniable that Steve Smith, when we look at the quality of bat bowling that he has faced bowlers who are lesser bowlers than the ones who Lara faced. And Lara still ended up with a higher runs per innings than Steve Smith. We'll move on to this thing with Jan Baggio. Orville, say this whole spinner thing with Baggio is something that has been going for a long while. I've spoken to Baggio on this, I've spoken to even Diego on this, but Baggio has consistently said that he is talking about going back to the top of cricket. He says spinners. No, man. Every time I've heard Badgers
with me
on this.
No, with me.
Yeah, man.
But you've been talking. You're not giving me a chance.
That is not true. Not on this program.
Baggio and I have never talked about what will take us to the top of world cricket. I mean, nothing spinners. What me always say can take us back to the top of world cricket, big man. Passion. Baggio and I have never had no discussion about spinners taking us back to the top of nothing. No. That is a lie, remember.
Baggio's position has always been that picking these spinners will not benefit the West Indies.
His position when talking to whom?
If we're looking at going back to
but picking these batsmen won't get us back to the top either.
Exactly.
He says, and he has admitted that picking these spinners. No.
Hold on. When him say pick Rasta and Chase, when him say pick Rasta and Chase, can Rasta and Chase get us back to the top of world cricket?
Exactly.
But him say pick him. Say pick the spinners when the conditions suit them.
Orville, nice time to respond. But that is his point. Remember, I like spinners, and I say if you perform, you should pick them. And Baggio all the time come and laugh at me and all of that when the spinners don't perform well.
Oh, he laughs at you as well?
Said, as far, yeah, man.
Oh, so he's known for burning out the spinners.
For burning out spinners.
Hey, guys.
I'm for taking
let's have that productive
help us crush him,
Yeah. Let's have
we know what text and send you,
Yeah, man.
We don't text him and send you.
Anyway.
Big up yourself.
He always rush you when the spinners do well.
No.
Big up yourself.
You're running me off.
No, man. Your time.
We're on the break.
I'm disrespected.
No,
I can't make my point.
No, you're 5 minutes
up.
No,
I can't make my point.
You're 5 minutes up
and you're being disingenuous.
You're 5 minutes up.
No, I just want to understand why you're running me off.
We're not running you. We gave you your 5 minutes.
I wasn't rude.
No, you were not. As a matter of fact, you were very respectful.
But you laugh at me.
You were very respectful.
On this particular point, it's argument generally has been
not true.
Whether or not
but
the
we got
spinners
all
can
right, we got
not true.
Next call.
Not true.
Anyway. Bottom line, I don't think you should be called in my life. Anyway, guys, let me talk on next thing. All right.
But Orville, when did
you don't notice Dwight is saying the same thing?
Yeah.
Dwight Chateau, where maybe a black could send it through.
I am saying, man.
He's saying that Baggio used to laugh at him
when he said
when the spinners don't perform.
Yes.
Then not that way I said Baggio said. Baggio used to think that spinners mustn't play on at all.
He never used to support them at all.
Now that spinners are doing well, him said that was never his argument. His argument was that they wouldn't take us to the top. Then why you used to pressure?
Laugh,
Chateau was giving you away.
Yes.
You don't realize that Chateau will call and help you about it. You used to cuss.
Who the hell said spinners will take us to the top? Who the hell said Nikita Bella can take us to the top?
At what point
what does it have people wicked?
So how you and I can have an argument about taking the top?
What does it have people
disingenuous, man?
What does it have people disingenuous, man?
Tired of the man.
You were saying
tell to the leagues, brethren.
I will say the parade that's a Canada will take us to the top.
When they could ever say. Now that the spinners them win a match and win match to Bangladesh and win match to Afghanistan, you can't deal with it. Here with it, come and say for the pick them, then can win game for us. We never did that, so they can make
And they
disagree. And then you also disagree with it. Now we pick them and then win matches, man. I back up from their position. And
I say we always agree with the one spinner.
No, they lie. Them I tell both people always have one and two spinners. Subcontinent. Lie.
Greetings to your listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
Yes, it's tax time. March 17 is the due date for your income tax returns. Self-employed individuals are required to file their annual returns SO4 and estimated return SO4A with income tax, education tax, NHT, and NIS due and payable on one return. Companies are required to file the ITO2, which is the annual return, and the estimated return ITO7. Visit jamaicatax.gov.jm or call 888-TAX-HELP for details. Tax Administration Jamaica, working together to serve you even better.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services, including motor, property, liability, accident, life, and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5, or shop number 3, James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so let me just give you what Steve Smith has done against every opposition in the field. He only played 2 matches against Bangladesh. Only 2. He has never played against Zimbabwe. He has never played against Afghanistan. And these Afghanistan and Zimbabwe are the 2 weakest teams who get test status, along with Bangladesh, and only 2 games in Ghana against Bangladesh out of 116 games. So in a 116 game career, he has only played 2 games out of the 3 minnows in Test cricket. The rest of his 114 games against fairly established teams. Against England, he averaged 56. Against India, he averaged 58. Against New Zealand, he averaged 47. Against Pakistan, he averaged 51. Against South Africa, he averaged 44. Against Sri Lanka, he averaged 59. And you know when he catch West Indies, a problem, 120 at the average. What this means is that Steve Smith averages 44 or more against everybody in play with when play with regularly. Only 2 games in play against Zimbabwe, and ironically, him never do so well in those games. We're talking about when he play in Australia, when he play away. When he play in Australia, him averages 59. When him leave Australia, him averages 52. So clearly, home conditions are home conditions not. Wherever the brother you go, him prefer. Don't make the white and him like a petty self. Want to take away from the man greatness. Steve Smith is arguably the best thing in our lifetime. Now, one of the reasons why I now work with him, the ICC, at them plot the games, at them know the quality of the attacks, at them know the difficulty of the pitches. The ICC say the highest rating a man ever get since Bradman in terms of points is Steve Smith get it. Not Lara. Steve Smith went up to 960 at ranking points. Because when them are grade you in terms of ranking, them only say 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Then tell you how much points you get in order to get your number 1 ranking. The highest number of ranking that any batsman has gotten in the modern era was not Lara, was Steve Smith and Amisa, so the ICC. Who never follow that.
Hey, the man is an alien batsman. And that's why the bowlers, West Indian bowlers, are the tougher in Australia to get out people like Steve Smith.
They didn't get him out. 90.
There you go. So it was tough for them.
All right.
We'll go online. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Lady C.
Hi, good afternoon, Orville. Good afternoon, Zidane.
Yeah, man. Lovely hearing from you again.
Everybody.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you. Orville, first of all, I want to start by congratulating LeBron for his 42-17-8 performance. And to say, I declare my hand, LeBron is my GOAT, right?
Yes.
And I have to confess that my bias in that area is as a result of Michael Jordan's inability or to defend the cause of Black people when he had such a big voice. and my view of him is highly biased by that.
Isn't that non-basketball issue though?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Why should that have a bearing on how good he is as a player?
Well, it's in addition to the fact that I believe that LeBron's resilience at age 40 is
out of this world.
Cannot be compared. Anyway, today is not basketball day, although I want to say one tiny little point on basketball, and that is there's a trade that the Lakers made that has kind of flown under the radar.
No, man, we discuss it. Oh, okay. Maybe not the.
I'm not talking about the big blockbuster one. No. Yeah. They acquired a player from the Hornets, Mark Williams.
Yeah, the center.
Almost 7 feet, yes.
Very talented.
Almost a 7-footer.
Yeah, very talented.
And even though they gave up Christie, which is 21 years old, I mean, Mark Williams is only 23.
Well, it's actually Dalton Connect who they gave up. They gave up Christie in the Luka trade. So
in the big trade.
Yes, so it's Connect. It's Dalton Connect who they gave up. Yes.
Yes. And Kenneth is an excellent talent.
Yes.
Really
nice scorer. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Anyway, today is NFL Day. And Orville, you're going to be watching the match?
Yes. Most definitely.
And are you down the road with your love of this particular sport?
I get in there,
but I've been talking to you.
I get in there very, very slowly.
Well, I'm almost sure I told you of my history, which is 2 years my sisters tried to persuade me to watch the game. And after 2 years is when I kind of got hooked. Anyway, moving right along. I just want to look at the two teams of Zidane and to just see how they stack up against each other, right? First of all, I believe the Eagles have the better overall team. But my team is really Kansas City, right? And the fact of the matter is that even though people looked at their performance both last year and this year and said it was not really up to their usual thing, the fact is that they went 15-2. They went unbeaten in so many games, which is historic in the NFL. It's the first 15-win team in NFL history, right? The fact of the matter is, though, that, and in considering the game coming up, we have to look at the last 2 years in which their wins were only by 3 points. So that is, and I guess the Super Bowl is what would, make the two teams are excellent, and so the points will be closer. Anyway, I'm just looking at the Chiefs now, Orville. The fact of the matter is that they have, in my view, the best coach in Andy Reid, the best defensive coordinator in Spagnuolo, the best tight end in Travis Kelce, and they have a good defense. They have a good defense in Chris Jones. They have an excellent kicker, although after he came back from injury, he has been missing a few field goals and stuff, right? And they have some good wide receivers. Problems with the Chiefs, though, Orville, Zidane, is that their conversion when they get into the end zone has not been great. So that is something that they have to look at. And of course, the weakness or Botka has been, the kicker has been missing. That would be something to consider. And the fact is, I'm not sure how good they're going to be at stopping the run of somebody like Saquon Barkley. So when you look at the two teams and looking at the Eagles now, when you look at the Eagles, right, the fact of the matter is that they have a great offense and a great defense. right? And listen to this stat. They have the best offensive line in the league, right? The combined 5 people weigh 1,688 pounds. You know what that makes the average weight of them 5 man there, Orville? Zidane?
Oh, sure to that, Bo.
300 and odd pounds. So guess what? No. Them stop anybody. Them can stop anybody.
Yes.
And then when them stop you, they make a hole for Barkley to run through. So I don't know how them going to manage with that, but that's something for us to watch. And of course, they have some good wide receivers, right? The fact of the matter, though, is the coaching is going to be very critical in this in this Super Bowl here. And Nick Sirianni, who is their head coach, although he has many wins and is probably one of the first winningest coach for his performance in the first 3 years, right? He has some questionable calls of Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
His 4th down calls have been questionable many times. So that is something that we have to look out for. But the fact is that it's a strong Eagles team. I believe that some other things that will come into the play. And I'm glad the lady from the Tracks and Records or whoever mentioned coin toss, or if it was her, I don't know. Because it's coin toss, which is out of the control of the both teams, is going to be critical because each of them want to come out after the halftime, in my view, right? The protection of the ball and not having turnovers will be critical as well. The making of the field goals will be critical, and converting when in the red zone will be critical. And of course, coaching. And now I believe that the Kansas City Chiefs have the best coaches or the better coaches.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how I see the two teams stacking up against each other. What do you think?
I like the Eagles. The running game, I think the running game will make the difference.
Yes. What about you, Zidane?
Is Zidane the Eagles and the running game, I think, will make the difference. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, the fact of the matter is that you can't count out the Chiefs. You can never count them out.
Well, they're back-to-back champions, so you can never do that.
All right, let us see the break is here. So we'll leave it there.
Have a good day. Have a good day.
Yeah, man.
All right, so it's 2 o'clock. Well, not quite 2 o'clock yet. All right, so here's what me I tell you with Dwight and him argument we can't add up. Listen me I say, people, because he wouldn't allow me to say this. Now, the ICC have a thing with them called batting rating. And let me tell you what they describe batting rating as. The ratings were developed at the suggestion of Ted Dexter in 1987. So the intention was to produce a better indication of players' current standing in the sport than is provided by those comparing averages.
Mm-hmm.
Career averages are based on a player's entire career and do not make any allowance for match conditions, strength of the opposition, whereas the ratings are weighted towards recent form and account for match conditions and the quality of the opponent using statistical algorithms.
Mm-hmm.
So them not just say what your average is and how you rank. So that man average 50, them take into account who you are playing, which condition you are playing, all of that. Now, Steve Smith at one point in 2017 had a rating of 947. Nobody since Bradman has ever been rated so high. So we all here talk about bowling this and bowling that at the ICC me work. Because you know that all of the game them, you know see the pitch conditions them, you do whatever. The ICC tell me that the highest rating a batsman ever have from Bradman is a brother named Stephen Peter Devereaux Smith, 947. Brian Lara has never been rated so highly by the people who run cricket. That me a work with. So, quarrel with the ICC.
Yeah.
Don't quarrel with me.
Good side. We'll take the break. Music and the others on the other side. We're coming back.
So refreshing. What's so refreshing, Sonia? The water is refreshing. Try it now. Where you get that from? No clean manufacturing water.
So refreshing. Me like it. Clean water. Located at 20 Syndom Commercial, Old Harbour, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone number 876-335-0448 or 876-648-7192 or email cleanconcept@gmail.com.
Need to brighten up your dimly lit spaces while saving on electricity? Look no further. Fosridge is having an up to 50% off solar lighting sale from now until February 28. Solar garden lamps, wall mounts, and solar flood lamps. Visit us in Kingston, Mandeville, Draxall, and Montego Bay. Call us at 876-937-5099. Don't miss this solar lighting sale from now until February 28. Open Sundays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Turn up the lights in here, baby.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back here online. Jamaica struggling 110 for 7, which means that the lead is now 9-5. First song selection brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Who Dream in Color. One called Alpha Omega by Prince Saj.
The 405, you know. One Prince and I Prince Saj. Me I say I want to listen when we talk, you know. And a joke thing. Fully Jesus. Watch your style. Alright. The Christian youth a change the game. Me have the intellect, the witch them send the blow, but like a ball, me angel intercept. Jesus Christ a guide me, son, no devil cave, make me fret. Me solid like a rock, the flame a blaze. Better watch your step, car. Matthew 25 verse 33, me read me higher than a mountain top. I know me now be but no weed. The witch them want me test the preach, but man the word I got me feed. Clappy rapido, Jesus Christ in the lead, because me articulating, speaking, I run the place. Jesus said him win already, so you know me win the race. And when you talk about God, me king, I him I run the database. So me fear me now fi chase, me said the fear me now fi chase. Them said the song them you do and no worship. Why me face and look on them and say your last well and make me cut the chase. This a line up with the word I got to try no pass a place. Mine you get a thunderbolt from heaven, mine you get erase and me say no. Ready for the road, me I take it on now. Spiritual vision, eagle and a no crow. Jesus I feel waking up and we need we a go. Alpha Omega irony show me say no. Ready for the road, we a take it on now. Spiritual vision, eagle and a no crow. Jesus I feel waking up and we need we a go. Alpha Omega irony show. Ready on the beat again, the flow it off your seat, my friend. The second coming of the Lord, the devil get defeat again. Wake up, feel the morning breeze, me breathing in the oxygen. God put me now to ask him, establish the world without a pen. Not believe a finger, just the word alone. Him talking like me flash, thunder roll, place a shake me see so often. Who tougher than me God, nobody else, so stop the asking. The king he never set the trend, we follow very often. Me say no, ready for the road, we a take it on now. Spiritual vision, eagle and a no crow. Jesus I feel waking up and we need we a go. Alpha Omega, irony show me say no. Ready for the road, we a take it on now. Spiritual vision, eagle and a no crow. Jesus I feel waking up and we need we a go. Alpha Omega, irony show me say. The Christian would a change the game, I have the intellect. The witch them send the blow, but like a ball, me angel intercept. Jesus Christ a guide me, son, no devil cave and make me fret. Me solid like a rock, the flame a blaze. I better watch your step, car. Matthew 25 verse 33, me read higher than a mountain top. I know me now fi burn no weed. The witch them want to test the prince, but on the word I got me feed. Clappy rapido, Jesus Christ in not the lead, because you know the 405, you know. I want Prince and I Prince Saj, man. No, fully Jesus. I mean I say yo, big up dream life, you know. Know the thing go.
All right, so that's from Prince Saj. Prince Saj used to actually work here and I'm bad like yes. They would spit lyrics like it's a joke, man.
Yeah, very talented.
Very talented. Yes. And I getting some people agreeing with me here.
Yeah.
Why the man them just can't accept say them did the rank on the spinner?
Yeah, when I tell me that, I said no, Savin, man, you overrate these spinners, you know. And
you would have
I said no, Zidane. If they get the right condition, man, they can get trouble, man. They can get some trouble.
Which is what them I said them did I say I lie them.
No. What did that?
I was the one who was saying people, you know, just
give them the opportunity like again. Them take them back a wickets, give them a run in the team, especially in spin friendly conditions.
Simple.
And people were going against, including me and Baggio.
Simple.
They know where the argument.
So when the man them go down to Bangladesh, try to Afghanistan and Pakistan.
Just accept say, boy, you did right.
Me did none of that.
Yes,
The man them at withdraw. Them did always know so we could have the well in spin conditions. And them at talk about go back to top of world cricket. When me and nobody have an argument that spinners can't take go back to the top of world cricket.
It's me and Badger that tell us to play Ross Sanchez over Conwell. Me, Badger, you can't come deny it because I made that. You remember Badger? When they call the program, I say, yeah, man, Ross Sanchez can do a little thing, man, against the pressure against England and a pressure card.
I remember I posted it on Facebook. But anybody who think Ross Sanchez can do so did these things coming back? Badger, accept that the spinners them and do better than I think they would do, no man.
Simple, no. Badger, never say you're not a talk show, so your reputation is on the line as a sportsman.
No, but Badger is a public figure. So Badger taking public figure and serious. So Badger don't want to lose no argument. But you know, brother, one of the pressure the spinners. Carnival does know. Carnival go win 2 test matches for West Indies.
Yeah.
Carnival play 10 tests and was man of the match in 2 of them. We don't never think that to that. Take that one. Then Moti and now Warwick. So in the last 3 or 4 years, West Indian spinners have won 3 or 4 games. Just accept so one did never think it could happen, man. Me didn't know it could happen, no, man. One love me a leader, you know, as usual. So make we go back on line. Ready? I start. All right. Hello.
Yeah, man. Hello.
Oh yes, the Badger the Great, man. You're willing to come and say yes, I was wrong and Orville was right.
All right. Oh no. Oh yeah, slow down. So Mr. again.
Yes, sir.
You say that I was lying,
yeah,
right?
Yes.
And you give a weak thing to say that I was lying about, right?
It's
you
not
say
weak.
that me never rate the spinner. Well, I know. Just cool, Mr. again, man. You say me never rate the spinners then, right?
That's not the lie.
Then, right?
That's not the lie.
Okay.
The lie that you're telling. Well, let me tell you what the lie is.
All right, go on.
The lie is you said you and I were arguing about spinners taking back us to the top of world cricket. You and I never had no such argument.
When did I say that?
You are saying that is what your argument was about.
When did I say that? When did I say that you and I were arguing about spinners?
Then that is your argument.
No. Listen. When this argument came up, I heard that you were calling me a liar. I never hear from myself, you know. And then when correction come, I said,
"Oh, but me say you're a liar based on what?"
That me and Orville flip flop because I was saying one thing and now I'm saying the other thing. What one thing that I was saying and what is the other thing that I'm saying now?
You were saying that your only argument was that you're not picking spinners because them can't take us back to the top of world cricket. You and I had no such.
Hold on. I will say that to you.
You are saying when.
No, I'm asking you a question. When when the spinning argument came up and you said.
You never had that argument.
Hold on. When did I talk to you, Mr. Again?
I know me you talk to because you couldn't tell me that.
Okay, so I tell somebody else that.
Yes.
Okay, listen to this now. Hold on, listen to this now. I don't rate spinners, right? From Cornwall come straight down. But I don't rate Cornwall because I'm side. I still not rate him as a spinner, you know. I still not rate no spinner, you know. But Cornwall was him side. You understand? The argument about Nikita Miller was Mike and what it. But I still not rate Nikita Miller, you know. I don't rate him back then. I not rate him now. I still not rate Cornwall back then, you know. I not rate him now. You understand? I still not rate no spinner. If I am going to pick a spinner, I'm going to put them in our hat, shuffle them around back then, shuffle them around now, and pick a spinner.
So you accept say you're wrong now. They can't win games.
So hold on now. So I have not changed anything. All I did, Mr. Higgins, was add a next dimension to it. Because I can't hold on. Because when I do already
hold on, about you, man. We hear you, man. Hold on, about you. You say what?
Hold on, Zidane. Zidane, if I don't rate them, Zidane, it's not because we don't like people so. It must be because for a reason. One message Zidane.
You rate the Seamers?
No, but I rate them more than the
also you don't rate any.
So you're not rate Roach them. Roach them can't take we back to the top of world cricket, no boss. So if you're not rate this, if you're not rate the spinners because they can't go to the top of world cricket.
What the first way you generate Seaman?
Yeah. You're catching me. You're killing.
You don't rate Seaman in the first way I hear that.
So why you just never say you don't rate nobody at all? Nobody can take us back.
Yeah, why you never just say that then?
Because I was at that.
Years ago, we attacked this and they never said we don't rate no West Indian bowlers. It's always spinners. You grab it. Imagine you take my idiot.
Hold on. Not rate, it must be in a context. Why don't we spinners them? It's because I don't believe that they can take us back to the top.
So you rate the pacers?
So Roach can take us back to the top?
Roach and Seals them. Shamar Joseph can take us back to the top.
Hey. That is why I say we need to get fast bowlers in the caliber of Michael Olin and Ambrose them.
But you're not
so why weren't you hitting out against the Pacers? We can't take us back to the top. That's the spinners you have.
Put them in our bag.
Why you never accept just put the Pacers them in our bag and take them because they can't take us back to the top? Your argument was about the spinners, brother. Take your licks, Zidane. That was brilliant. Imagine you're dead in the show. Big man.
I don't rate the spinners then, and I don't rate them.
Do you rate the Pacers? Do you rate the Pacers? Can the Pacers take us to the top? Can the Pacers take us? Yes. Can the Pacers take us back to the top of world cricket?
If we get pace bowler,
but we don't have none in the team now, like Michael Wood. The ones that we have. No man, me not make a run for the question.
What is the question?
Are the Pacers that we have? Do they have the ability to take us to the top? Roach and Seals and what do you mean? Shamar Joseph.
All right. Yes, the question.
Yeah.
We stand a better chance with these Pacers.
These Pacers, Roach a play for 10, 15 years and we know they are no top.
Yeah, all right. Hold on.
Jason Hole and them play for we know they are no top.
And they play more than spin.
And they play more than spin. They have had a better opportunity to
yes. He has never said the dash the spinners and put them in a one and take on us because they want.
No. Who was one more game?
We're not talking about win games, we're talking about take us to the top.
No.
You don't rate the spinners because you don't think they can take us to the top. You must rate the batsman, them not the fast bowlers, them neither. Argument done.
So you don't rate nobody.
Okay. Who was one more game for us?
Badger, don't embarrass yourself
further. That's true, Badger. Badger, you got caught.
Badger, yeah.
Was one more game for us?
We're not talking about winning games. We're talking about taking us to the top. You said that you can't rate spinners because them can't take we back to the top. The Pacers that we have picked now take we back to the top. But you never used to look out on them. You died in the show. Your major thing was against we spinner them. And they are winning games when conditions suit them and there's egg all over your face. Take it and hope we forget. I am not talking about winning games. I take us to the top.
I am asking that question. I am asking that question. Who has one more game for us? Spinner or the Pacers?
I take back to the top, you say that may work.
Yeah, no. All right. So, all right. Who's more likely to take us back to the top? The Spinner or the Pacers? What we have now?
Passion.
Yeah, it's about Spinner or Passion.
When we
have to take us back to the top now.
If we have high quality.
All right. Yes, a Passion.
Yeah.
So why are you clamoring for spinners?
I am clamoring for spinners in spin-friendly conditions when the spinners are doing well in regional cricket.
Yeah, fine. Let me ask you a question. Are we more likely to get fast bowlers that can take us back to the top or spinners that can take us back to the top?
It depends on what we can produce. If we can get another Shane Warne and Muna Little and me that take them.
No. Who are
Badger, this is Badger, you're clutching at straw. Should we continue?
No,
sir, Badger, don't embarrass yourself. All right, Badger. We have to go. You have been exposed. You used the fight against the spinner them. The spinner them are the way to take the fire. Nice try. We talk again, Badger. Hush.
No. We'll never talk again.
Badger, I'm going to lose so much sleep tonight. No, boy. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
The JSC Group, Jamaica Stock Exchange, Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, and JCSD Trustee Services, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market for over 45 years. The time by the Jamaica Stock Exchange Group is 2:15.
Need to brighten up your dimly lit spaces while saving on electricity? Look no further. Fosbridge is having an up to 50% off solar lighting sale from now until February 28. Solar garden lamps, wall mounts, and solar flood lamps. Visit us in Kingston, Mandeville, Draxall, and Montego Bay. Call us at 876-937-5099. Don't miss this solar lighting sale from now until February 28. Open Sundays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
It's our business to know how much is being spent in what areas, from education to healthcare.
From roads to security, because our taxes help pay for it.
So, the national budget is our business.
The national budget is my business.
It is my business.
The national budget is my business and yours.
The national budget is everybody's business because it impacts every Jamaican. Visit the Ministry of Finance's website at mof.gov.jm for more information.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
People, don't you see how Badger is cast out and is embarrassed and I make 30 posts a day? And Badger never rated the spinners. Badger say, pick Rasta and Chase.
Yeah.
Rasta and Chase can't. So here Badger get caught. Badger say him not rate the spinners them because they can't take us back to the top. Rasta and Chase can't take it to the top. But he want to pick Rasta. Clearly then, he had a greater bias against spinners than he had against the rest of. So he never had a problem with the pacers. When I take with no top.
Yeah,
he never had a problem with the batsmen who not take with no top. He had a problem with the spinners.
Yeah.
And he and I used to have arguments about the quality or lack thereof of our spinners. Since them start pick spinners, since Cornwall and Moti and Warwick, we have shown that we can win games when the conditions suit them. We never are telling us if we pick them a Sabina Park and a grass stop. No, me come and lick my chest and say, see what you them can do 19 wicket down so. But you realize that if I am allowed to say that, him I gonna lose one argument, and him no want to lose the argument as a public figure. He's walking it back. All I wanted to do was say don't pick spinners because they can't carry us back to the top. Then why you never asked about the pace bowlers? Because they can't. Or the batsmen. So you hope them can lead, take me back to the top. And why you never look out on the book the fast bowler? Now this question, who is more likely to take us back to the top? Virgin, it depends on the quality. I don't know what
exactly. If we can produce a military, it would help significantly in taking us back to the top.
So I don't know. I don't know whether we're more likely to produce a Muralitaran than we are to produce a Michael Loden. How me gonna know that?
Exactly.
All me I say, when them show up themselves and do well in regional cricket, don't rule them out. And that is what you used to the Badger, and the man them can prove that you are no just throw away, you know, pick when the conditions suit we and so we can do. I will see what them can do. And Badger, you are embarrassed that you have lost another argument to a man we understand the thing and you don't. And you did get help from down the road there and him not know the cricket now. Just accept say you don't lose the argument to me, you know, sir. You don't lose the argument because me always did a vouch for the man. When me say Nikita Miller, what you Badger used to say? Them they not good. Them they only are old people we can't bat. Well, now we see Warwick and although them just are out young people we can't bat in a regional cricket. When them step on an international platform, if them get helpful conditions, them will go on with that job, my boss. And we have played many test matches. Nikita Miller would have played cricket for Jamaica for about 15 years. And during those 15 years, we used to go to subcontinent, you know. We used to go to India, we used to go to Bangladesh, we used to go to them place there. And he was never thought of. What would have happened if he made to get a chance? You never know. That's all me used to say. Badger, hug up that.
Yeah, man.
Next guy.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, correction.
Yo, when I hear me?
Yeah. When I hear you, that's good, man. Come on for the speaker.
Mister, I never know what I get through, brother.
All right, you're live now.
About 1 million times.
Yeah. Let me give you some credit. I saw you at the football game last night, so it was nice of you as a sportsman to go and watch some live sports. Big up yourself, correction. Yeah, man. We love to swear the man call the program talk sports, then watch.
A regular thing that's to me, man. Regular thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. We can't say that. We see my state of man.
Yeah, so we love it.
Yeah.
But so why you don't
Yeah,
talk
man.
football more then? Because you talk it, but you don't really talk it a lot.
What?
Football. You don't really talk it a lot.
Football?
Yeah.
No.
But I'm glad to see that you're a sportsman and you follow the sports and go watch the sports. Pay if you go watch it.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
man. We put a box there.
Yeah.
We're more there, no? Yeah, man. All right. Now, this Badger thing. The other day I was listening this other station up the road. This is recently. I mean, not even go back way yonder. That's about 2 days ago. The man sending a voice note. Right? This was the man's voice note. We must go back. My argument is that we must go back to our identity and take along a batsman that can turn over him hand to give the fast bowlers some rest. You hear that, sir?
That means he was
Bring
ruling
a
out spinner.
batsman,
Yeah.
Bring a batsman that can roll over him hand and give the fast bowlers a rest. Tell me now from that argument what the man is saying.
The man is saying that him not rate the spinners them none at all. And he's now saying that the only reason why I not rate them because they can't carry the top. Like me and
that is what the man that is what the man said. Just 2 days ago in a break. And the man I call yesterday. Me I try call yesterday now. Me had the mobile there yesterday in the car. Down there, me and the man them, you know, me, Nick and Fortis down there, and we are going.
We're not going to link up.
Yeah, man, we're going to link up and thing and before the game and stuff, and we are trying calling in a brother because me can't believe when me hear about you talks upon the people on the radio.
The man is
You
shameless.
understand? I and Baggio was at this thing here for about 2 weeks straight, you know, brother. You hear me say? 2 weeks straight, me and the man at it regarding this very same argument. And the man said, brother, the spin bowler them no good.
Good, sir.
The spin bowler them no good.
Good, sir.
And for us to get back to the top of world cricket, we cannot be thinking about spin.
Good, sir.
That is what the man said directly to me, correction.
Yes.
Yeah? And forget about him. Him said to me, I tell you 2 days ago, just go back on the app, listen back to his WhatsApp voice note. Bring your 4 PS and bring a batsman we can turn over him hand.
Yeah, man, I rehearse him. I said that. But that specifically is being saying that for years.
Yes.
Yes, he tried to be Rasta and chasers.
Right. In other words, even if we are going to conditions that are spin friendly, but you don't want us to carry no specialist spinners. Good, sir.
Carry a batsman we can spin over him and to rest the fast bowlers. That is his argument.
And now that we have seen from the last few years, not just this game, but other games, that if you bring our spinners into condition that suit them, they can win games for you. And Badger's argument about don't bring them, bring source of fast bowler and bring them is proving to be idiotic. And him is looking bad and him can't deal with it. Him and him friend don't so. The two of them used to put out the spinner there. Then can't get an appeal. Well, another appeal and get then take 19 wickets in a 2 test matches. That end do. Oh.
Right, sir. All right. I turn my attention to the game last night now. Zidane.
Yes.
The person I thought brought the game to life last night, was that number 8, I think his name is Phillips.
Yeah, man. Demario Phillips. Yeah, man.
Is when that man come on the field, I see the game come to life, brother.
Yes.
And I start to see some proper pasta string together.
Yeah, man. And we the pace of our play went up as well. And we were playing way too slow.
Yes, brother. We were very passive. We weren't aggressive. We weren't attacking. We were looking to break down them. It's as if a Trinidad we did there play the match.
Yeah, so it looked for true.
You understand? So my man of the match for last night would have been Mr. Phillips.
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Yeah, man. All right. Little basketball now. Zidane?
Yes.
The entire complexion of the NBA has changed dramatically.
Yeah. I want to ask a question. More ask correction a question, and I hope the other NBA people can come in. If Luka is as good as we all think he is, they're saying top 3 in the league, generational talent, faster than Kofa. The Lakers now are playing very well.
Yeah.
How then these same people are saying when he comes in, the Lakers will get worse?
Will get worse?
Me can't understand that. You can't say this man is a generational talent. He's the top 3 in the league. He's going to win multiple MVP. But when he comes into the Los Angeles Lakers, they're going to regress. That can't make no sense, my boss. That means Luka not as good as we think then. You can't play LeBron James. No, if you are that special, my boss, you have to improve. You have to improve team.
You mean if LeBron James is playing at the same level that he was playing before the trade?
Yes.
And Luka should come and play at the same level that he was playing before the trade. Oh, unheard. This side must get worse.
They must get better. So these journalists and Charles Barkley in front of them now make no sense to us. I'm afraid.
You hear me say? Remember now, as I said before, they even went and got Williams from Arnett.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
That all they need is really a big man in a present at the number 5 position in a bread.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Man.
Right now, brother, the man them prime to make some noise.
Indeed. It's true, man. The complexion of everything has changed, my boss.
Everything has changed, brother. Everything right now. Erase everything out of my book. I start right over.
Hey, you're smart. Hey, correction, you're smart, you know.
Now wait till you're
smart. The dynamics has changed.
Well, I know the conditions has changed, brother. When the conditions change.
It's true,
we
man.
don't know, Orville.
Orville,
when the conditions change.
You're smart, man.
When the facts change, you will change.
You're smart.
Yeah, when the facts have changed, then you have to change.
Yes, brother. So right now, I'll be assessing basically allow the dust to settle down the All-Star weekend to pass off.
Yeah.
And then we can start to get some proper assessment of things going forward. But interesting times are in.
Indeed.
All right, my boss.
Yeah, man. All right, cool.
All right, so the Jamaican tail, I put up a little, I wouldn't say the tail, the lower half. So we're going how much we're going now? 148 for 7. Take away 15 from that is what? 133. So we are leading by 133. You never know. 14 chases can be tricky. So if we can extend that lead to 170, 180, you never know. You never know what can go on right now.
Yeah, the NFL man name.
Yeah.
Now is an opportunity. The lines are there. 676-6968. We're back online. So what else I get through, my boss? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Chief. How are you doing?
Not too bad.
This is LG. I haven't called in maybe a couple of years, actually. A long time.
Yeah.
I wanted to just add my 2 cents about this. The argument which test match win was more special.
Yeah.
No,
not more special.
I believe I am.
Not more special.
I have the ability.
Well, go on.
Right?
Yeah. Use the word.
Similar. Yeah, go ahead, my boss.
So I watch both of them. So I think we can talk. I think Orville, your assessment is correct for the most part.
Okay.
Right? But I think there's one variable that I have not heard it mentioned yet.
Yeah.
And this variable is, I'm going to read something from ESPN, Quick Info.
Yeah.
So there's an article written in regards to a comment that the Pakistani captain made.
Hold the line, LG. Don't move. Right on the break. We'll take that break. We'll come.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by HChem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Manchester City will face Chelsea in the quarterfinals of the Women's Champions League, while Arsenal have been drawn against Real Madrid. The Women's Super League WS champions Chelsea will travel to City for the first leg before hosting Gareth Taylor's side in the second leg. Arsenal, winners of the competition's previous format in 2007, will host the second leg against Real Madrid after qualifying as group winners. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by EdgeChem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosridge.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosridge, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal! Fosridge Financing.
For all your genuine Toyota, Honda, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Mazda, Suzuki, and Subaru parts, visit Excel Auto Parts, the Auto Parts Hub, located at 95.5 Hagley Park Road. Opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call 923-2356-7 and 757-2357. Civil servants, come and take advantage of our 50% discount all year round. Once you visit Excel Auto, you will come back. Excel Auto Parts, your parts hub.
The Kiwanis Club Sunshine City Portmore and Kiwanis Builders Club Signature Project 2024-2025 Happy Smiles Confident Students presents these oral hygiene tips. 1. Brush thoroughly twice a day with a soft brittle toothbrush. 2. Use a floss to clean between teeth twice a day to remove plaque from areas a toothbrush cannot reach. 3. Eat a balanced diet. This will keep your teeth and gums healthy. 4. Parents, guardians, take your child to visit your dentist and or hygienist at least twice a year for a professional cleaning and examination. The Happy Smiles Confident Students Signature Project 2024-2025 is sponsored by the Kiwanis Club Sunshine City Portmore and the Elsha Heights Builders Club.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yes, boss. We're back with you.
Yeah, back with you, LG.
Yeah, man. All right. So I want to read 2 quotes from the article.
Yeah.
The first one says, and this is the Pakistani captain. So the first one says, we should appreciate the players for throwing themselves in the den without being exposed to these conditions. That's one. The second quote I read is, we know we haven't played domestic cricket in these conditions. In some ways, it's a kind of bravery to expose ourselves to these conditions. We practiced, but this is new for us. We need to replicate this in domestic cricket.
Yes, I
give
read that
our batters exposure.
Yes.
So we play in these conditions and get runs in them. So in other words, the Pakistani side themselves
never said them kind of
conditions.
So when I
well, that point was made doing.
Yeah.
That
But
Pakistan is.
When I tell people that pitch, those 2 pitches are not the normal spinning
but
pitches.
that doesn't straighten your argument, doing it. The Pakistan
But
never see the condition either.
No, but
before.
Pakistan
Arvin's argument.
No. Here's why it doesn't weaken my argument.
No, it doesn't straighten. I don't ever do it weak.
But
It doesn't straighten it.
Here's my response to that. Pakistan batsmen are more able to bat and spin.
Yeah, but we know, but I'm saying it doesn't straighten your
No.
argument.
So when you get a pitch that is a greater spin wicket than normal, the man who normally bat better on spinning wicket suppose he have a better chance than me. In other words, me as a West Indian used to fast bouncy pitches, but the man them set one extra fast.
No, yeah, man, Orville, you're correct. But what I'm saying, if the Pakistani had played on it before, it would have straightened your argument.
No,
it really because you remain the same.
No, I am saying
my thing, gentlemen, is this.
Them set the pitch because them think them could angle it better than we.
That's the one reason I beat them, because they were alien to the pitch as well, and then the spinner.
So were we? So the difference between the 2 teams was not as great as we think.
Yes, exactly.
No, man. So
the difference between the 2 teams was not going into.
It doesn't take away from the great performance by the West Indian batsmen in the second innings, you know.
Pakistan now tell me that them never see a pitch like that.
Wait, so you know.
Them not see it. That's why I say you have to watch the game. So you are telling us now that the Pakistan skipper himself said, brother, we never see nothing like this.
Yes.
So that's why I'm telling people that pitch. I'm not. How much time I'm telling this? I'm not just talking about.
Yeah.
I win in Pakistan.
So when a team when that special face a pitch they never see before, what do you think about? What do you think possibly could have?
And I'm saying because it is a spin friendly pitch. You see, if it was a pitch where unusual but it's fast and bouncy, I give West Indies probably the edge. But because we can't but spin to begin with, and now you get a pitch that was spinning and keeping low and thing more than normal. This is even making it more harder for us. It make it hard for Pakistan too, you know.
Yeah.
It make it hard for Pakistan, but I'm saying because they are a little bit better in spinning.
Let me ask you a question, Orville.
Yeah.
Now that we have seen both situations, if you think it should happen again, who you think would come out? You think we have a chance against Australia? Or you think we're more likely now to beat Pakistan again?
Boy, it's a very difficult question to answer.
Yeah, man.
Can West Indies do what them do again? With
the ball? With the ball? Yes.
With the bat? Me no know.
But we can do it with the ball. We never have to be great with the bat, you know, for beat Pakistan, you know.
Yes, that 250 they were making on the second innings.
Yeah.
Coming like 5.
How much runs Pakistan make in the game? They didn't pass 163 that we made in the first innings.
Yeah, man. But
so we could have even scratched 200 and win, see we have it.
But the fact that you see the fact that we put up that daunting second innings total there, mentally they know they out of this. Is it, how much they make?
No, yes.
A 130 of them make in the second innings. You see, if we didn't set them 180, different mindset.
But we still would have, I think would have squeezed them still. But that's a fair point that they go to over 200 runs.
Once them said that,
them
said, Jesus.
They know that they couldn't win.
Yeah, man. They might know that. Not that they couldn't win, but them know that it got rough.
Yeah.
All right. Man, big up yourself. Thanks. Don't stay away so long. The man's in a car in 2 years, you know.
Hello?
And the man come with some nice information just now.
Oh. Yeah. So the part of me, I make Zidane. I saw the interview, you know, I read it, you know. The Pakistan captain, I said, listen, we don't see nothing them kind of picture.
I don't remember who somebody made the point in the week, though. You know, that.
But I was telling people, don't just tell me about
you that made the point, so them
yes. Me, I tell people, them say, unless you watch that game, you're not going to understand me at all about this guy. This pitch was not the normal spinning pitch. Now the captain himself, I say, it's okay to play upon this, but brother, we have to see them picture in a domestic cricket. If you come set it at test level, this is not the normal thing. Me never say nothing like this in Zidane. That's all me I try.
How do you explain? How do you explain? How do you explain? Pakistan being outplayed and I complain about the pitch. Because basically the complain about complaining now.
No, I don't think
outplay with the bat. I mean,
it's an observation. The man must say, all right, fear. But the thing is, them never expect.
I say, no one see this. You know, want something like this happen to him again, you know.
Because Western is not supposed to beat with.
No, he was blinded. So he must say, don't do that again to us. At least give us the opportunity if you're going to put it in our favor. Give us a chance to practice on
so
it.
that means and a fee my idea to set that kind of
no. At that thing basic.
At that time I say.
Yeah, come back, come catch them.
At that time I say. In other words, the decision to set the minefield for spinners was not the Pakistan captain.
But what catch badge, you catch the Pakistani, you know.
Never know he could have been so good on it.
Yeah.
That's why the victory special for me, you know. Seeing a Western is fast bowler running in for a wicket where a slide on and lick with someone.
It's more joy to see the spinner doing. Because people are pressure, you know.
No, that me I tell you. So what Shamar do? Not really surprised. Well, no, we wouldn't say that.
No, it's surprised.
Because me never think him could have even.
No.
But over the years, we see a young Ian Bishop do it. We see a young Walsh do it. We see so. But we go in our condition with the other side. I said, this is our condition. How we outperform them in their own minefield.
Because going into the last days, you know.
Jesus.
Man, you think that we'll go on with the game at the last day against Pakistan, but we think Australia going to beat we.
No, me never. The last day, when we met the 250,
you know it done.
Me know say 80-20 in our favor. The really big thing for me is that second innings.
Yeah, but against Australia now, it was 18 going into the last day.
No, the last time I think Australia go win.
Easily. Yeah. Especially with your boy there.
Yeah. Me think so. Anyway, we go back on line. Hello.
Yes, afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yes, I just want to put a little context to the conversation you're just having about the Pakistani captain.
This is
the decision made to cook the pitches.
Wolf from North Street.
Yes,
yeah, man.
Wolf of North Street. Yes. The decision wasn't made based on the West Indies coming and not being able to play spin. The decision wasn't made after they lost the first Test match to England.
And them set spin pitch and win the next two tests.
Right, and the one because remember they had lost to Bangladesh 2-0 at home, you know.
Yes.
So they didn't only just cook the pitches, you know. They also dropped half the team and started to pick those two spinners. Those two spinners are actually 30-plus-year-old spinners.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
Those aren't regular Pakistani cricketers. I mean, Test cricketers.
True.
So they changed the complexion of their team and decided that this is how they're going to take on home Test matches from now on instead of picking. Because remember, people like Shaheen Shah Afridi was dropped in, and this is one of the leading pace bowlers.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's not a. The captain knew what he was going into, but he's just not used to it in domestic cricket, because in Pakistani domestic cricket, the pitches are flat, and then them turn on the fourth and
the
fifth.
final day.
Exactly.
Don't start turning so bad so early.
From ball one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it's just that context I want to add.
Yeah, man. But I mentioned it yesterday, England got it. Zidane. England made about 600 or 500. Some big score in the first test. I can't find it.
I remember.
And of Pakistan one day. And the man said, no, we're not depend this. England are not as good as us. For spin friendly pitches. Them set the next two pitch and win England the next two games. So Lico is West Indies now. More of the same.
So it means that we probably will need top spinners to get back to the top as in cricket.
Just like how you need, because when you go down at the subcontinent,
there you go.
England them start, but Australia I go down at the subcontinent now and realize
you
we need spinners down as a three.
So Badger the Great, you might very well need elite spinners.
You need both
along with elite pace bowlers to get back to the top base. And no cricket is being played now.
Exactly. What a brilliant point you just
Yes.
Because unless we are going to have, as a matter of fact, Raja Harper making debut in India, 1983. And I hear some fool say, when Raja Harper met the team, West Indies were declining. Not true.
No.
He made his debut in 1983. Now, 1983, West Indies were at the peak of their powers. And we go down to India with Raja Harper. So may I tell you, even that team there, so when you can't find who in Ghana them, you have to develop some spinners as well. Because you are going to play in because nowadays, home teams win more of them games than them go away. So you get them conditions if you suit them. So what we are going to do when we go down at the subcontinent?
Yeah, man.
You have to have
you need the dynamic, man. Yeah, man.
Anyway, you're done, Wolf?
I'm gone.
I'm gone.
Not two nice, intelligent callers back to back there.
Yeah, man.
All right, who we have, Miss Marion? Because I whole heap of man at them say them want to get through. So,
all right, so the lines available now: 676-6968, 676-6968, or 613-9129. The Western is Taylor. Yes, the Western is Jamaica. Taylor Awag a little bit. Garden Bryan gone 26, and Royal gone 21. We are now 156 for 7. Lead now 141. Never know.
John Scratcher in the half century again.
John Scratcher half century.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's it somewhere. Yeah.
And then out a pull. So him not do himself any harm in his quest to come back. We're coming up to the break. These are the numbers: 676-6968 and 613-9129.
Yeah, man. So we take the break. We take the commercial break. We're coming back.
Set the trend.
The trend-setting sports desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m., is Jamaica's #1 call-in sports program. Join me, Orville Higgins,
and me, Christopher Zidane Matthews,
as we continue to take call-in sports discussions to the highest levels on radio. The sports desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m., on Jamaica's #1 sports radio station. The hour between 3 and 4 p.m. is sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, with locations in Kingston, Ocho Rios, and Montego Bay.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
I tell you something, Zidane. What people have found out is that you need variety.
Yeah, man.
Australia is a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike what Bella was saying, they are fundamentally they're a team that picks three paces. Australia realized that when you're going to the subcontinent, a half decent spinner is more likely to do a job for you than a quality fast.
Yeah, man, especially on the 2 last days.
So Australia realized Australia have no fast bowler than Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Australia this.
Yeah.
Australia carry some three little man. Then drop Todd Murphy, the half spinner, and then pick a next spinner we can bat the right in Connolly.
Mm-hmm.
And then pick 2 other spinners. Them realize, brother, it don't make sense you have your fast bowler them pan them thing here. When you can have a spinner where you spin the ball and you have to play conditions. When they went to India the last time, the same thing happened. Mm-hmm. That I saw cricketer go here now. Next call.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah, man, you're live.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, I made it. Paphos.
Oh, Dr. Paphos there. How you doing, boss? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
I will take that. Zidane, you all right?
Yeah, man. We're good, man.
I called to just express my pleasant experience earlier, just listening to the program. When what I would call a comprehensive analysis of a game, subject to the callers' understanding of the game. Flawless analytics, calm demeanor, pleasant delivery. And I'm wondering if that particular sport could be discussed and presented that way in the future. Lady C gave a Lady C gave a full comprehensive detailed analysis of what she understands of the game. Of course, she never gave the stats of the RBI and the wide receivers and the running yards, and I understand that. But it was a comprehensive overall summary of what to look for. And it was just so pleasant to listen to.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an indictment on the others who attempt to come into the space, but I am saying I enjoyed the presentation earlier, and I had to call. Yes, to take the Happy New Year greeting, but I couldn't hold myself to know that particular game can actually be presented that way, so the listeners can actually listen to it. We actually heard what she was saying.
Yeah.
We heard every word she said, and the analytics was great.
Yeah, man.
Now everybody listening, we're getting ready now to really watch the Super Bowl, purely because of our Lady C presented the thing earlier. My, I didn't know that sport could be presented that way on this program.
Yes. There are 2 types of female callers that call radio programs. There's people like Lady C, who I think it's clear Lady C is the most knowledgeable and most articulate female who call consistently. And I saw one lady we not call one time. But of those who used to call radio program consistently, Lady C is by far. She's not one of those people who talk with fluff but no substance. She getting at the thing, the detail, as well as talking nice. Lady C is high quality brains, man, coupled with high quality knowledge. And that is what you get. Yeah.
I really enjoyed her earlier, sir, and I couldn't hold myself but to call to register my satisfaction of listening to her present that particular sport. But every other time that sport is presented, no disrespect, but I'm going to say it's jarring. No, it's jarring. Sometimes I really want to listen, but I'm like, yo, you can present the details. We're listening to you.
You like her calm.
With a pleasantry.
One of her nice female voice added to it as well.
Can I tell you, I'm going to say that. I'm going to confess. Maybe it's because it may have been presented by the final sex. It may have been more pleasing on the ears. I have to say that. Let me give her that.
Probably that apart.
Yes, sir. Have a great weekend, gentlemen.
Yeah,
Love the program.
All right, Dr. Paphos. Big up.
Yes.
All right, so see the game we attack. So England played Pakistan in our test series last year, October. First test, England win. Well, Pakistan bat first. Not sure who win the toss. I can't tell you. Pakistan make 550 of them in them first innings.
Mm-hmm.
I said England are not dead. Shafi make 102.
Yeah.
Shan Masood make 150 and Syed Shakil. Wiley said to be them best batsman to spin. Make 80 yard. 500, how much they make? 556. On a flat boy, they got Pakistan. England say, England step, I make 820 at 7 declare. With a brother named Harry Brook making 300.
Yeah, I remember the game, man. I remember the
and
game.
then Joe Root did make 260. England make 800 and add. And because them second innings, though, they were so demoralized.
Yeah.
Then get liquid for 200 and add. England win easy. Pakistan after that said that this done.
No, we'll not
England, we have take with chances with some spin boy. The next 2 tests were played on spin friendly something. And England lose both. Because England could not cope with the spinning conditions better than Pakistan, the home team. So Western is gone out, them say more of the same.
Yeah.
But Warwican had his own ideas.
Yeah, that's what they never expected.
And Moti and Kevin Sinclair. Yeah. And our batsmen did everything different from what they would normally do. And that's what I'm telling you, Zidane. You see, if we did bat like how we done normally bat, we couldn't win the second test night. The West Indies people were confronted with something they've never seen before. That is why I'm more impressed with it, you know. So here is a team confronted with conditions that they've never seen nothing similar to this in their life. Came up with methods literally overnight. I said, boy, if we are going to die, let it be trying something we never tried before. They decided that they were going to batten off stump, so nobody now goes bowl pitch the ball outside off, and you get bowled on through the gate. Them decide, so brother, we have to sweep this thing where West Indian love hit down the ground. That can't happen either. In other words, them decide, say, brother, if you're going to stand a chance,
man, it was well done, man. But let me ask you,
that make me rate the victory, you know, because Australia they did basically what we know.
Let me ask you a tough question.
Yes.
Which gets more credit for the victory? The bowling or the batting in the game?
Both.
No, man. You ask you.
Both, brother. He pitch hard for backman, but we didn't still have to pull out the man. No, man, both. Put it this way. You say Craig Brathwaite's 50 yard, and the man them 30 yard, the 30 yard, they make just as crucial as the bowler them do. Clearly, Warwican was the outstanding figure.
Yeah.
But remember when we make 160 yard, you know, and Pakistan make 150 yard, you know, a second innings now, we know have to do something now. And we out.
It was key, man. It was key.
Anyway.
All right, we go back online. It's Marian. So why the people must say them want to call and then there's nobody there? It's not.
Are them a call and it not
what is wrong with you? Hello, what a cost me. Hello.
Yeah.
So give the number.
676-6968. 676-6968. Or 613-9129. Let me tell you what this reminds me of, Zidane. Cricket lovers will remember a story about George Headley. 1930, in the early 30s, George Headley in his first series in Australia. George Headley had built up a reputation for being one of the best young batsmen in the world when he got Australia the first time. Now, you know the typical line and length in a test cricket is half stump just outside. Half stump just outside. Mas George would have killed them in some practice game before that. You know, those were the days when you play a lot of practice games. So them decide before the first test, you see that brother, that little black Jamaican brother, no make sense you bowl outside the half. Yeah. I go kill him. To George, we are going to bowl in him foot. We are going to bowl in him leg because we can't out a little black Jamaican out. For the first 2 tests, George Headley could make a run, you know. And George Headley, in the middle of the series, decided that all we know about batting have to stop.
Stop now.
George Headley,
unorthodox.
George Headley told his teammates, you see, when we go practice, I don't want none of the bowler for my stumps or outside my stump. Everybody bowling on my foot, because that's all I'm doing out. By the time George Headley left Australia, the Australians were saying, this man is as good on the leg side as anybody that we've ever seen. In the middle of a series, him changed his entire technique. And that West Indies don't win that test match, yeah? And that is why I'm rated so highly. Next call. Hello.
Jano.
Yeah.
Hello. To Odyssey, brother.
No, man, that story was.
By the way, people listening, try the 613 number.
The
Not
613.
about your dead stock story.
At 613.
That's about
912.
I can't get you up on them phone line. I thought, hey, Lady C, come blaze them for me again like you blaze them. Orville, nah, go on good. Remember me tell her. What go on there, Zidane?
We are here, man. We are here.
Orville, about 100 texts me sending a Zidane phone a while ago. You know?
About what?
About the phone line.
Brother.
Yeah, no.
We can't.
Right now, me never remember what me they all talk about. Me so upset. You can't pay me for calm down.
Yeah, how much you want? 100,000?
101. 101.
All right. It's frustrating, I will understand.
Eh?
It's frustrating, I will understand.
I hope the thing where you say about next week, I only hope it comes to Orville, because boy, this year.
We've been promised. We've been promised.
Yeah, boy, enough promise me get already. So anyway, talk some NFL here, man. Super Bowl Sunday, not sure.
Yeah.
Preview this game, man. Kansas City Chiefs versus Philadelphia Eagles. People are open having a popcorn ready. I open ready to watch history being made. Because you know, before the season's it, and I guaranteed the 3-piece.
Yeah, man, you did, man, from way out.
All right, cool.
Yes.
So here we go now. Let's preview this game. I'm going to start now the trenches quickly for the people. I'm going to talk about the Chiefs' offensive line against the Eagles' defensive line. There's been a lot of talk about the powerhouse of this Eagles defense. Remember though, people, the Eagles were also ranked #1 in defense 2 years ago. They faced the Chiefs in the Super Bowl and gave up 38 points. So it don't really scare me about the Chiefs. However, you know, the Chiefs have had some issues on their offensive line. They have used 5 different left tackles this year. And now they've gotten so desperate that they have used a guard now. They're not even using a left tackle again. They've used a guard to play a tackle. Joe Tony. Credit to him. He's done an okay job, but it's not his real spot and they have been having issues. The problem with the Eagles, though, is that the Eagles' best pass rushers don't come off of the edges. They come up the middle in young Jalen Carter. That's their best defensive lineman. So I think Andy Reid, I think one of the main things that he might do is move the pocket, slide it away a little bit, give Mahomes a chance to move and throw. And you know, with the ingenuity of Patrick Mahomes and his magic in the pocket, I just feel like he'll be able to overcome that. As far as the Eagles' offensive line against the Chiefs' defensive line, no, as you know, the Eagles probably have the best offensive line in football. I hear you talking about Saquon Barkley. Zidane, listen to this stat. He has averaged 4 yards per carry before being touched this season. So you see the type of holes them. And you know, 4 yards on a run is a decent run. If you're a running back.
Yeah.
If you average 4 yards per carry, that's an average thing. So if you're getting 4 yards before being touched, Zidane, then basically all you have to do is get another 1 yard on top of that and you get 5 yards per carry. That's a Hall of Fame career. You feel me? So they have a great offensive line. Their strength is on the edges. They have 2 monsters on the edges. The former rugby player, by the way, he was a rugby player, Jordan Mailata on the left tackle, Lane Johnson, right tackle. But up the middle, they're a bit susceptible. Why? Because they have some injuries. So Cam Jurgensen, Landon Dickerson, they are both banged up. The strength of the Chiefs.
They won't be able to play, or they are just struggling physically.
Boy, last week, one of them, the starter, he was listed as questionable. So was the backup. So they started the game with the backup.
Yeah.
But he went down like in the third quarter, and then the starter actually had to come in and finish the game. But so they are both struggling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and then the problem for them is that the strength of the Chiefs' defense is up the middle with Chris Jones. So another bad matchup for them. As far as the Chiefs' skill position players are concerned, versus their skill position players, obviously, you know that the Eagles have the advantage at running back. Nobody's debating that. Saquon Barkley is better than either of the Chiefs running back. You going for a break?
Yeah, man. Hold the line. Expert analysis here from Gav. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
Need to to brighten up your dimly lit spaces while saving on electricity? Look no further. Fosbridge is having an up to 50% off solar lighting sale from now until February 28. Solar garden lamps, wall mounts, and solar flood lamps. Visit us in Kingston, Mandeville, Draxall, and Montego Bay. Call us at 876-937-5099. Don't miss this solar lighting sale from now until February 28. Open Sundays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Set the trend, set the trend.
The trend-setting sports desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m., is Jamaica's #1 call-in sports program. Join me, Orville Higgins, and me, Christopher Zidane Matthews, as we continue to take call-in sports discussions to the highest levels on radio. The sports desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m., on Jamaica's #1 sports radio station. The hour between 3 and 4 p.m. is sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, with locations in Kingston, Ocho Rios, and Montego Bay.
It's your favorite gospel DJ. My name is Jermaine Morgan, popular known as the Brother Frisco. Joins me weekdays and weekend on your radio. On Mondays, it's 4 p.m. through to 9. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 4 p.m. through to 7 p.m. Thursdays and Fridays, 4 p.m. through to 9. And on Saturdays and Sundays, it's 6 a.m. through to 10 a.m. on Omega Radio, locally and internationally, where your afternoon will get better going into the evening, and your weekend will never be the same. Stay locked with Brother Frisco on your radio.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, we're coming to the Yaba selection in just a few, so the people listening out for the Yaba selection, that's coming in another minute or two, but we have Garvey to conclude his presentation.
Yeah, so I was talking about the skill position players. So as I said, Zidane, there is no comparison between the Chiefs running back and Saquon Barkley. However, listen to this stat. The Chiefs have not surrendered a 100-yard game to a running back in their last 18 games. So it's strength against strength. So something we'll have to give right there, right?
Yes.
When you look at the pass catchers now, I give the Chiefs a decided advantage here, because even though the Eagles have the best wide receiver on the field in A.J. Brown, and then they have Devontae Smith, when you look at the depth of the Chiefs pass catchers at this stage with Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy, D-Hop, Marquise Brown, and the other guys like Noah Gray and guys like that, there's a deeper depth in there for Mahomes to work with. And the type of QB Mahomes is, he'll throw it to anybody.
Yeah. Question for you.
Know what I mean?
Are the Eagles a better team now than they were 2 years ago when you beat them in the Super Bowl?
Are they a better team? That's a good question. That will be left to see. I don't necessarily think so, Zidane. I don't necessarily think so. I know they've had this. I know everybody's saying the fact that they have Saquon makes them a better team. But remember, 2 years ago, the Eagles' defense set an NFL record for the most sacks in a season.
Yes, true.
So I mean, I think they were a bit better on defense back then, to be honest.
All right.
And also, one thing you have to consider, they have a lot of inexperience. But the deciding factor for this game, the two deciding factors for me will be the two most important things about this game: head coaching and quarterback. And in these two departments, though, the Chiefs have a decided advantage, because Andy Reid is a much better coach than Nick Sirianni. And, of course, I don't need to tell you that Patrick Mahomes is a much better player than Jalen Hurts. So the only way that the Eagles can win this game, they would have to be up by 2 scores and be blowing out the game. Once the game is close, in the most important quarters of that, the Chiefs is going to win. I don't anticipate it being close, though, by the way. I really think that the Chiefs will put up 35 points, and the Eagles will fall about, say, 25 to 27 points. I'm going to go with 35-27. Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP, he's third in a row, of course. The Chiefs will now be the first team to have a three-peat in NFL history, and on Monday now we can put that into context.
You're gonna be in Kingston for the game? You're gonna be in Kingston Sunday?
Yes, I was just gonna say that here. By the way, Orville, I will be covering this game for a local radio station. And
which local radio? Well, No,
you can't say.
The contract just signed and the ink not dry yet, so we don't want to disclose it. But
what are we a sports desk help you? Hey, if you rate the sports desk, you know how much people we push out the road. You know, we should get with 10% of the commission.
What's what me I gonna get? What me I gonna get out? No, I want to tell you, say your biggest competitor make it possible.
Yes. We build them, you know, and send them a road. You know.
But Garfi, you have to be able. Let me give you some advice. You have to be able to hold your composure if your team is getting embarrassed or anything like that. Don't cuss in the bad words on the radio.
Listen. Let me give you some advice for next week. When Garvey come and beat you next week, you hold your composure because I have some beating to give you next week.
Garvey,
I hear me good luck for the weekend.
All right. The sports desk has unearthed and bust so many people. You don't take the lessons and move on. All right. So time for Yaba music now.
So hold on, the number is 613-9129. All right, 613-9129. All right, Yaba music.
Big up Yaba, big up Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. Every Friday afternoon at this time, you know what, a Yaba tune I got drop. And this one now is Children. It's number 12 on the album. Children of the world. Big up to Yaba. You know it go on a Friday afternoon and indeed on a Wednesday afternoon. Big up Yaba. Big up to the team that composed them kind of pleasant, easygoing, conflict resolutionary sounding tune. Big up Mr. Stanza.
Indeed.
Zidane, there's a brother named Scott Boland, you see?
Yes.
When India got on Australia did that, Scott Boland was arguably Australia's most impressive fast bowler. Scott Boland, no Australian kind of. You know what Australia said to Sri Lanka? Not your pitch, brother. You understand what I said to you? Australia realized that no matter how well their fast bowlers did in their conditions to beat up in their 3-1, when you go down on the spin-friendly team, you still have to tweak. And they didn't just tweak, it's a whole move. A Connolly and Todd Murphy and some name you know normally here, a them a play. And Scott Boland affair carry towel. Australia are sensible. Australia leading 1-0 in the test series and are in a good position to win that one as well. With the Maestro gone 120 had not out after making 100 in the first test. Everyone on the third, Bijukul. So while Australia is a team that plays 3, no, them playing spinners, another one. Next call then. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Not too bad. It's out it is?
Conroy Swaby here.
Oh, Conroy Swaby.
First time calling to the program.
How are you, Conroy Swaby?
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, it's a privilege to get through to Sports Talk Radio finally.
Yes. Big up, Conroy Swaby. Where are you calling us from?
Big up. Maryland, New York right now.
Maryland, New York. All right, boss. What say you?
I hope by next week this cricket conversation can phase out.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yes. There's something I always wanted to say from a long time. I've been listening for like 3 years now, both programs. And just my observation on everything on Reggae Boys, right? This JSF thing, I have one real big observation, and I just want to say, why can't the coach live in the country and coach the team? Why is it so hard?
You want to answer that?
Go again.
Why does the coach can't live here?
Why can't the Reggae Boy coach? Let me check this out.
He can't.
Why can't the Reggae Boy coach live in the country and coach the national team? And when we're having games or stuff, the players who overseas fly in and take instructions from the coach here. You know what I mean? What's so hard in that? Why the coach has to live overseas and then
he doesn't have to live
hearing stuff about the players? Why he can't live inland?
He doesn't have to live overseas. But I guess.
But he does, doesn't he?
Yeah, man. This current coach, McLaren, don't live here.
Don't live here. This current one.
But apparently the GFF didn't think that it was 100%
necessary for him to live here.
Just like how the ballers.
No, but this has been the trend happening for over the years. So it's like change been happening.
No, Tapper did live here, man, and Simmons did live here.
Oh, come on, and look how they do to Tapper. So, but anyways, talking about NFL now. Well, my team is out of it. My team was, the Baltimore Ravens. Very disappointing what happened. All Mark Andrews had to do is catch the ball. It was so simple. Catch the ball.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah. One more observation on the whole tit for tat thing. Boy, 3 years. I'm telling you, I'm listening 3 years. I really started on the other station. And to be honest, is the other station let me know about this station.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness, I think both of you guys are really the same. Sometimes when I really listen to you guys, I cringe.
You're not putting me in it.
To be honest.
When I say both of them, you're talking about Orville and the other guy. Not me.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Oral Tracy. I like Mr. Tracy, you think I don't like him.
No man, it's Oral Higgins,
I like him and respect him, but sometimes you guys really go overboard.
Badger call him Oral Higgins. Mr. Badger mentioned it yesterday, that calling him Oral Higgins, which I think it is a very appropriate name.
That man Badger, he doesn't. Oh my, yes. I know everybody. I know. I got banned from the Sports Explosion group.
Yeah.
But that's the only way I could have expressed myself on what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm listening across the radio.
What the line,
Sweetie? What the line?
Oh, no, that's what I say.
Is that Conrad, Sweetie? Yeah. Hold the line, Mr. Conrad.
We're coming back.
We're coming.
Praise the Lord. Greetings and salutations to all of our wonderful, wonderful friends all over Jamaica. Listen, this is Dr. John Wayne Manning from Omega Church and Omega Radio. It has always been my dream to establish community work here in Jamaica. Television, church, humanitarian work here in Jamaica. And as you know, we have been doing the radio since 2022. The time has come that we're calling all helper, kingdom-minded citizens, putting together this team in Jamaica. We're looking for helpers, kingdom-minded helpers, from hospitality, humanitarian, administration, coordination, media for television and radio production. If you're looking for more and you'd like to be a part of this team from Omega Center, Jamaica, I'd like you to give me a call. 876-204-9356. If you'd like to do more, serve more. This is for serious leaders that really, really want to make an impact in the life of our fellow Jamaicans for the Lord Jesus Christ. Text me at that line, and a member of my US team or European team will reach out back to you. Thank you, and God bless you. I hope you're ready to serve. Text me at 876-204-9356. A member of my team will reach out to you expeditiously to expedite this help. Omega Center Jamaica, local team invitation. Be a part of it. Let's change Jamaica and make Jamaica great again.
Down on my knees, I've learned to stand.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Man, welcome
yes,
back. Yes, Mr. Conrad, back with you.
Yeah, I'm here, man. No, I know it's Friday, we're free up the line. I just wanted to say real quick that, the sports group, like we have, you guys on the radio speaking, and we have thousands of persons listening. And I had a one platform to express myself, good or bad, in whatever topics, and I got banned from the Sports Explosion Facebook page without no explanation, without nothing. So right now, I've been listening to both stations and been cringing, can't express myself because I just have to listen and just hold some of the stuff what I've been hearing, especially from Mr. Higgins. But I still respect, some views. I still respect everything in sports talk radio, but everything sounds good on the other station too. Some, sound bad with the shouting, but everybody in this world is different, so you just have to accept some stuff, you know what I mean? And just work with what we have to work with.
Yeah. All right, big
love
man.
the talking, love the radio, love the program. Keep up the good work, guys.
Yeah, man. Who you are for the Super Bowl this Sunday?
Oh, really and truly, I have to bring the Eagles, because my boss is an Eagles fan.
All right.
I'm an engineer, I'm a geotech.
Yeah.
So I work around, those white people, and my boss is, I'm the only black guy in my company. 11 of us there.
All right.
Yeah.
Big up.
Yeah,
all right, thanks for the call, Mr.
Big up on yourself,
yeah,
man.
Big up. Good.
Keep it up. Keep up the good work, guys.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Listening. All right.
You know what, at the moment, think about it. When Garvey called and said that he's been hired by a rival station to come.
No, when he said it with your rival who set it up. So we're not sure if it's the rival station.
Oh, but it's my rival who set it up.
Yes.
So what this tells you, the program that is supposed to be rivaling me, when I'm telling us that intellectually they can't compete. So Garvey, as much as he won't want to admit it, Garvey has honed his skills. Garvey has honed his skills of discussing and debating sports. Right, yes.
Yes.
We don't tell us how we give Garvey knowledge, you know. Clearly, Garvey is a man very knowledgeable. But clearly, the art of constructing good arguments, we would have helped to hone your skills, Garvey. I mean, know you're listening. To the point that somebody else on another program who couldn't get anybody to vote for them skills from that the program, because that's not the type of program. Proud of you, Garvey. When you represent, we see you as, even if you're job shipping, we see you as a man who the sports desk has hold. Manning's man was here to, set up his own podcast, what do you call it? YouTube channel. Yeah. And then the next thing we know, it got very popular because Manning's man became very popular. Next thing we know, Manning's man a manager for Reggae Boys team and all that kind of. Me feel very proud that we are sending out the youth them out there to represent. Me like it. What do we do now? We go back on 613-919 613-9129.
Yeah, man.
613-9129.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing from someone, They said they want to talk about the Super Bowl as well. So
yeah, man.
613-9129, 613-9129, or 676-6968. Call through on any one of those numbers.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Let your voice be heard. What's the latest in the cricket there?
All right, so now we got 166 for 9, leading by 151. So what time now? It's 3:22 here. It's 4:22 down the Eastern Caribbean. So maybe another hour and a half. If we get ball out now, we're at a play still left. So make we see what happen now. If we can stretch that 150 lead, if we can somehow squeeze out another 20 or 30.
Well, but you're not losing this argument, you will.
What is it? It might blow up your phone?
No, he's blowing up on Facebook.
Oh, he is?
But you're so good, but your reputation is spoiled, but you're not known for being an expert in any sports.
No.
So if you lose an argument,
it's not just losing an argument.
It's to you.
He's behaving that way because he's lost an argument. And it's not that him lose to me, but because me I brag and crow about it. He said me do that quiet, it wouldn't be no problem. But because them used to come at me so hard. If me win an argument against Mama B,
yeah.
You know them kind of man there? If me win an argument against Rallington Town, you gotta but against them man, how when them come at me, they can loud and go on the most way. When me win an argument against them, me have to loud about it. He has lost the argument about the ability of our spinners to perform in international cricket, and him look bad and me look good, and he cannot deal with it. So anything will make me look good, bad you can't deal with it. You know that?
Yes.
And I can point to several other examples. Once Orville Liggins will get any plaudits, because everybody I tell me, say, boy, a long time you that talk about the spinner them, and whenever even you have said that, that whenever things say them have something about them. Badger knows that when the spinners them got in some region and go on, like how them are going, like how Carnwell it go on, or Moted it go on, Sinclair can go on now, Warwick on. He knows that I'll be taking a lot of credit for it. Man say, boy, you know the cricket, yeah, makes sense. We did never. Him can't deal with that. Badger is more concerned about me being me I get the credit than him looking bad enough.
Yeah, man.
All right, we go back online. Hello.
New York.
Diego Ogilvy.
You get you right away. Boy, you have the magic touch, man.
Why hast thou forsaken us?
That's why I'm saying I have to try. When I open to fix this thing next week, so we can get back to the original style.
Yeah.
But you don't know. Before we touch the Super Bowl, Lara and Steve, you want to chat to Orville.
Yes.
what is your argument position with Lara and Steve Smith?
I think it's a very, very close thing. Two high quality class batsmen. But I think Steve Smith gets the edge as a test match batsman. That's all my argument.
Okay, so you okay. I thought you said you would give Lara the edge. Okay.
No, Steve Smith.
You know why? Well, if the whole world, 6 million people know it close. So you think Steve Smith is a better test batsman than Lara?
Yes, sir. All things considered.
Okay, no, I get that. Okay. So I never thought you said that. You see, that's why you have to. So they have to ask back a person with him said. I thought you said you can argue it, but because of certain intangible, certain other things, when the average got close, you say you not tip Lara. So I guess I heard you wrong.
No man, you've been hearing me wrong. Steve Smith, the thing.
Okay, I thought you said you not tip it to Lara based on the other factors that we talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, back to Super Bowl then.
Yeah.
That's very careful, with this the talk show and different arguments that you ask the person exactly what they say. Anyway, Super Bowl now. First of all, let me take on Garvey. Garvey, this Philadelphia Eagles team is a better team than 2 years ago. I totally disagree with you. And these are the reasons, very simple.
Yes.
The first thing which your lady see, she told you about the offensive line. Offensive line, and what the offensive line does, Orville and Zidane. And then she mentioned the average 300 pounds, but she was very detailed.
It's give the quarterback more time to do damage.
And what kind of damage can Jalen Hurts do?
He can run. He
can damage you in two ways, with the pass or the run.
Yes.
So that's because he can open up for you, and he can also run too.
Yes.
He's not just Barkley.
He's not. Yep.
That's why there you go. So also the defense is the number one defense right now. How can they not be? If you're can you be above number one?
Oh, there you go. So they are still, even though they maybe stats wise not the same as 2 years ago, they're still the number one defensive team currently.
They're the number one, yeah. So what was the? I don't know what they were 2 years ago. They were number one, so it can't be a better defense 2 years ago. So that is like another thing they have. The second thing, Barkley is really having an MVP season, Orville and Zidane, but because the MVP voting failed, it's going to go to the quarterback. But he was 100 yards short, over 100 yards short of being the number one record of the NFL behind Eric Dickerson, and he missed the last game. They didn't even play him.
Yes.
So it must be a better. My argument is against Garvey, where he says the team was better 2 years ago. Can't agree with that.
First team, my friend.
So going to the game now, yeah, man, I'm going. It goes based on cricket. Love of cricket. I got to go with the Eagles based on football logic.
Yeah.
Football logic. Better team all around. And here's what happens now. If they try to stop the runs Zidane in football, because the strategy game, so they bring more guys on the line now to stop. He has quarterback has 2 world receivers in Brown, and I forgot the next one. I think it was Smith. So they can beat in so many ways. Now, we don't know Patrick Mahomes of the intangible. Probably the game get close. You never know what he can do. But I'm going with the Eagles.
I'm going with the Eagles.
I'm going with the Eagles on this one.
Yes.
It's on this one. And I'm rooting for the Eagles too, because of Barkley. My connection to New Yorkers. And how they treated him. They should have given him the money, and they gave him away.
Yes.
So I'm rooting. So Barkley.
I think Eagles are going to take it as well.
Over. Yeah.
That is it?
Hold the line.
Am I still here?
Yeah, man. Hold the line.
Okay.
We're coming back. We're coming back.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spears and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Tiger Woods is set to play in his first PGA Tour event since last summer's Open at next week's Genesis Invitational at Torrey Pines. The 15-time major champion's involvement was confirmed by the tournament organizers on Friday. The 49-year-old has not played regularly since sustaining severe injuries in a car accident in February 2021. He missed the cut at the Open in July and had more surgery on his lower back in September. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Dangel Auto Spears and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich Financing.
Come catch the action at the National Stadium on Saturday, February 8, 2025 for the Camperdown Classic, the showcase of sprinters. Come out and support your favorite team or athlete. Adults, $1,000. Children, $500. Come see the best boys and girls compete to make qualifying times for boys and girls champs. The meet will also feature local and international senior athletes. That's the 20th staging of the Camperdown Classic, February 8, 2025.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission, JADCO, needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232. Or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jm. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yes, Diego, back with you.
Oh no, Nikita Miller. I know. When is the last time Nikita Miller? When did Nikita Miller leave cricket career?
I don't know. Oh, 5, 6 years now. I'm not sure.
All right.
So
here's my question to you, and stay with my question, Listen, you 10,000 different things in one. Nikita Miller, because you know that brings back memories of me and you with Nikita Miller.
Yes.
He has been irrelevant for 5 years. It has happened. Why is he relevant now? Every day I hear this word, Nikita Miller. Are you talking about him as an assistant coach?
No.
So what's his relevance now?
Because from Nikita Miller's time as an active player or a recently retired player, I was always saying he was badly treated.
Oh, you're kind of chipping out. Say that.
Because I've been arguing for years that Nikita Miller was not treated well by the selectors. And by extension, spinners were not treated well.
Right, stay with Dago now. I'm talking Nikita Miller. I don't like to drift to win arguments. Just stay with Dago with Nikita Miller. Yeah.
All right, I said Nikita Miller and other
spinners. Don't include no spinners. We can talk about Shillingford and Permal and Bishu and all that. Narayan. So stay with please. Keep my things simple.
I said that Nikita Miller and other spinners weren't given their just due. And
oh, so you say so you're going back to the argument that you think Nikita Miller should have gotten more games.
Yes. Because now we are seeing what spinners can. Because
so what has changed?
Because
Nikita Miller was ordinary then. He's worse now. He's not even bowling.
And I'm saying, now that we've seen two left-arm spinners going into conditions and performing impressively, I'm now wondering what, and I believe that Nikita was better than these. I'm now bringing home the point that if Warwick and Moti can go into subcontinent conditions and do well, then it's fair to argue that Nikita Miller would have done well as well.
Well, I saw what's his name, Sinclair can't bowl, and he looked very well in that wicket, like you're saying. So anybody could have looked good on that wicket.
Fine. So I'm saying.
So I don't see how that makes Nikita Miller relevant.
No, but
you see you say you watched the game. Did you see Sinclair bowl looking like Bulituran?
Right, but we have seen
on that same wicket that you're talking about. So it doesn't take any special skill to do excellent on that wicket.
I've seen Moti getting 10 wickets in a game down in subcontinent.
Right.
I've seen Rakim Cornwall doing it. So you have to
Nikita Miller.
There you go. I am saying Nikita Miller, as ordinary as you say he is. Remember, we all think Kevin Sinclair ordinary and Warwick and them ordinary. But these ordinary spinners, when conditions suit them, are winning games.
And take 10 wickets. But how does that change that the fact that he was ordinary in Dago opinion and he was ordinary in the West Indies Cricket Board opinion? They only gave him one game.
Could he have one game?
How does that change the opinion? How does that change Dago opinion that Nikita Miller is ordinary? Because any ordinary person could bowl on that wicket just like Warwick and take 10 wickets.
Diego, the argument is...
I'm trying to say, what is the point of bringing back Nikita Miller then? Why specify Nikita Miller?
You have developed a habit.
Why not talk about Bishu? Why not talk about Permal? Why are you specifying Nikita Miller? I mean, I know your buddy. He's your friend. You have a personal relationship.
No, but to be fair, Miller is the only one that has got one game out of all the top ones. I think that's why he keeps mentioning Miller.
No, we talk about it, but say, don't cost Dago.
No,
because the West Indies Cricket Board, they see fit that this one shouldn't get more than one.
You're cussing Diego, Orville? You're cussing Diego, Orville?
I don't understand Diego.
You're not cussing your Diego.
Diego asked me why the Nikita Miller argument come up. Every time you try to answer,
So then you only bring about Nikita Miller because he's your friend. Hello?
Diego, it's Friday. Let's not go down there.
No, man, I'm saying to you now, because Nikita Miller is me and you, so me and you can talk about Nikita Miller all day.
So what kind of fool?
So you only bring about, so the only why don't talk about Bishu?
You're gonna make me answer.
Talk about the Permal.
So are you going to allow me to answer when we start talk? Are you going to butt in again?
Man, listen, man, go on.
My argument about Nikita Miller was, how can a man take 500 and odd first class wickets at 16 apiece and only get one game? And the game that he got is a game when the senior people them strike. What kind of injustice this was against the man? And all I want to use to tell me wait, man. That had nothing to do with friendship. Pure stats me I go with. 5, me and Rakim Cornwall are no friend. I'm used to argue the same way with for Rakim Cornwall. So your argument about friendship is below the belt reasoning, Bridget. Rakim Cornwall.
You always do that, you always say people are compromised when they know somebody. So I'm using the same thing against you.
Then why wouldn't you say me Rakim Cornwall is my friend? Why when we did argue for Rakim Cornwall?
No, you're missing. But you didn't bring. I'm saying to you, Nikita Miller today, nothing has changed.
But let me tell you what has changed.
The argument is still that the reason why he never got more than any games because, in the opinion of the selectors, he was ordinary.
All right, Dave.
All right, Dave.
I'll leave it there.
All right, Dave. Go on. Big up yourself.
All right, say no.
Yeah, man. By the way, Bishop played 36 tests. So you couldn't mention it.
We couldn't talk about Bishop. My argument was about Miller.
Yeah.
Miller as a left-arm spinner with the whole of us never good. I wouldn't have no impact in test cricket, none at all. I will say people less than Nikita Miller can win games away. So I saw his name come up there. I'm not fit with Fred. Me and Nikita are friends.
Still, yeah. That's beside.
But me never been a Rakim Cornwall and a friend. All right, next call. Hello. All right. So 6139129.
That argument was kind of solid still. Some of the other spinners were completely outball. Against the same batsmen we're getting multiple games and
you give him one game.
So even if you think him ordinary,
You did slap a game again. And Zidane, what hurt is not just a game, and everybody strike. It's like, you're not trying.
You really give no game.
You really not really give no game. And me, I say no, these modern day selectors are a little bit more likely to give spinners the ball. And the chewing say, they can't win games. So everybody will tell me, say Nikita wouldn't get an appeal, I wouldn't do what. Be proving now, say he probably could help us to win games. We go back online. Hello. Boy, I have a breaking news in my phone. I'm coming on to it. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, man. I call regarding the whole argument about the impressive victory.
Who is?
Australia in this. Just call me Kingston, man.
Kingston, man.
Kingston.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I did call the other day, man. I would talk about the whole, which one is more impressive. West Indies over Pakistan.
Oh, okay. You're the same person. All right.
Kingston, I mean saying.
Yeah, man.
I don't remember the name, but I remember him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, but I hear talking about Steve Smith. Now, one thing, objective, especially because when at present, people say it close and I'm a West Indian, but I forget more than an edge to Steve Smith.
Wow.
This one is next to brilliant.
Wow.
The man is a runs machine,
Yes.
What I want to show in the mix. With Steve Smith is top tier now. Probably will go down as one of the greatest. But I was looking at some, just looking back at some stats, and Kumar Sangakkara pops up.
Averaging 57.
And I never thought that this man was so impressive, with a 57 average,
Yeah. A lot of all of the people who average in the 50s, though, I think he has a disproportionate amount of those runs against minnows than all the other big 50 batsmen.
Who is that? Sangakkara.
Yes. Sangakkara scores a greater proportion of his runs against minnows than the other average man. The other man averaging at the 50s.
Okay. But you have a few more that like Jack Callis and so on. But I want to highlight a particular batsman that I never hear nobody really talk about. But he was my idol when I was, playing cricket in high school and even probably after high school. And to this day, I will still rate him as perhaps one of the best modern day batsmen. And that batsman is AB de Villiers from South Africa. Nobody, I don't think people know how good this guy was or when he was playing.
He's highly rated. They highly rate him in the one day, man.
Yeah, man, but his average is over 15 both farmers, Test cricket and ODI.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe in modern, with the shift to T20, still bearing in mind that he was a part of the test setup right through. This man is a very brilliant batsman, and I don't think people highlight him or talk about him. Yeah, we about the Tara.
AB de Villiers.
No, man, AB was special.
Yeah, man, it's bad, man.
No two ways about it.
To me, he was a special talent, But I believe that his flair sometimes get the best of him. Because this man is if you see some ODI in his that this man played. I think when Australia faced down a mammoth total, or it was South Africa, I think he played an integral role, and I cannot recall, but I think that was the first time
win the game. Who did win that game there again?
I think South Africa.
South Africa won the game.
I think it was nearly 400 runs. That's the first time a big total like that was ever. I think it was a world record chase, if my memory serves right. But I just want to just put in my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Steve Smith, to me, it's more than an edge. It's fact. To me, it's better than Lara. I know we always kind of have a soft spot in our heart for Lara. But Lara, to me, was very inconsistent.
No, relative to who? No.
Relative to top players.
No, here's what I'm saying. Brian Lara has compiled some huge scores. 9 double centuries.
Mm-hmm.
Triple 100 and 400. And yet Steve Smith has a higher batting average. You know what I tell you? That Lara had his own periods of failures as well.
Yeah.
But we not talk about them. Because if me average more than you, but you have the bigger scores than me, why I tell you? But we're coming back to you after.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocho, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
Need to brighten up your dimly lit spaces while saving on electricity? Look no further. Fosridge is having an up to 50% off solar lighting sale from now until February 28. Solar garden lamps, wall mounts, and solar flood lamps. Visit us in Kingston, Mandeville, Draxall, and Montego Bay. Call us at 876-937-5099. Don't miss this solar lighting sale from now until February 28. Open Sundays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, Carl. Back with you.
Yeah, man. As I said before, I just believe it's just that, Lara will score 5, 10, 15. Then score this brilliant 285 and people just crown him again and say him are the greatest. And he will go 5, 10 and 20 again and score this brilliant 210 and make
let me tell you, all that is happening, my boss. Lara was better at compiling big scores. Nobody can go around that. But the fact that Steve Smith has a higher average means Steve Smith was making more runs in between test match dismissals. And that it mean,
Yeah, man.
So Lara, bigger at compiling big scores. Steve Smith better at making more runs in between people out.
And the truth is, we can sometimes have to put Lara in perspective, because at the end of the day, Lara play with some little jokers for probably half of his career, which the batting lineup always under pressure. So at the end of the day, sometimes we have to put certain in perspective.
You give him a lot of credit. You give him a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, man, because remember, when Lara out, basically the batting lineup crumble.
Yeah.
Because to me, Shiv Sharnapal is one of the most underrated batsmen in the West Indies I've ever seen, And to me, the gap between him and Lara, when everybody talk about West Indies, great West Indies batman, Service and Lara, and it's like, where is Shiv? And to me, what Shiv did in the latter part of his career was not a normal thing that that this man was like a runs machine,
Yeah,
when
man.
West Indies drag game, Shiv not out for 110. People say him bad slow, him bad for himself. But sometimes you need that. You need for bad slow, you need for bad for yourself.
I don't think we give Shiv him just due as a player for it.
I don't think the gap between how great Lara is or was is by far also West Indian or we. I believe she is right.
We're not giving him credit.